Hopefully this is going to work today. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another ATC live stream. It's been a while since I've done this, and I'm going to have to rant in a minute, but first I'm just going to get myself up and running here, make sure I've got everything I need. Okay, so what have I got here? I've got center low, so let's go with center high. Nope, that's center low again. That's center high, and this should be 24s. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to try and get a hold of some people here who are in the neighborhood. And just start talking to people here. Anybody on the taxi out? Doesn't look like anybody's on the taxi out. So anyways, hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. I meant to start this about 30 minutes ago, and I've spent the last 45 minutes troubleshooting my computer, my microphone not being what it's supposed to be. And I primarily blame Windows because Windows has just like Microsoft has fucked it up so badly, making us all update to Windows 11. And I could rant for 3 hours today about Windows 11 and all of Microsoft's fuck ups as a combination with it. And I'm sorry for the language, but man, it has been so frustrating trying to get my computers up and running on Windows 11. It has been a week of straight effort. I thought everything was done, and then I go and try to live stream, and I find out that in fact, no, it's not done. It's not even close to done. Anywho, so I guess this helps if I connect my audio system. Okay, that's better.
5524, level 360, 30 miles northeast of Goat Pop.
All right, I'm sorry, I had the volume down there. Who was that calling?
Skywest 5524, level 360, 30 miles northeast of Goat Pop.
All right, SkyWest 5524, Toronto, hello, Squawk 7714.
7714 for Skywest 5524.
All right, I've just
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Dashport 2448 on the ground, city ready to taxi.
Dashport 2448, stand by. I don't even have city up yet. All right, first of all, SkyWest 5524 identified, flight level 360, thank you. Looks like city is using 26. All right, so let's get an ATIS up at city. Runway 26, landing at departure.
Toronto, good day, WestJet 224, flight level 370, about 42 northwest of North Bay.
WestJet 224, Toronto, hello, squawk a code of 0023.
0023, WestJet 224.
All right, dashboard 2448, good afternoon. You're cleared to LaGuardia, Maven to departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 26 and squawk code 2524.
Clear to LaGuardia, Maven 2 departure. Bimpa transition, flight plan route. Departure runway 26 and squawk 2524, dashport 2448.
Dashport 2448, that readback is correct. City information, I just put it up. It's Mike. Let's see here. So runway 26, altimeter 2986. Taxi Charlie Delta. Hold short 26, advise when you're ready.
26 via Charlie Delta will pick up the ATIS on the way and will hold short 26, dashport 2448.
WestJet 224, you're identified at flight level 370. Welcome. All right.
Good day, Air Canada 411 with you, level 380.
Air Canada 411 Toronto, good afternoon. Squawk code 5077.
5077, Air Canada 411.
All right. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I can't even see the chat window there. This whole thing is just like, I'm so frustrated. It took me as long as it did to get the stupid, to get my stupid audio issues sorted, get my mic up to a reasonable volume that you guys can hear me. Like it was literally like the volume meter was barely even moving on my like on my streaming software. So Air Canada 411 Toronto, thanks. You're identified, flight level 380. Toronto information is Foxtrot. You can plan runway 24 right. When ready, descend, flight level 240.
Roger, Foxtrot, Pearson, expect 24 right, descend 240 right.
All right. I've got a Toronto Pearson departure, Transat 411. 23 for departure today, dead keep 5 Miglo, that all looks good. 35, yep, that's fine. All right. And then I've got somebody on the ground in Waterloo, so let's bring that up as well. Waterloo ground.
And center dashport 2448, we're ready to go 26.
Dashboard 2448 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 320, 10, gust 18, clear for takeoff, runway 26. Dashboard 2448 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The winds are 360 at, I lost it here. Winds are 280, 18 gusting 26, clear for takeoff, runway 26.
26 clear for takeoff, and we'll contact you airborne, dashport 2448.
Toronto Center, Delta 2635 with you, 3,500.
Delta 2635 Toronto Center, hello, squawk ident. All right, looks like Waterloo is using 32. Let's put Waterloo 32 up. No dams, runway 32.
Sorry, Toronto Center, Delta 2635 with you at flight level 350, and I'm sorry about the phone ringing in the background.
And Delta 2635, no problem. Just squawk ident for me again.
Squawk ident.
Delta 2635, perfect, thank you. You're identified at flight level 350.
And center dashport 2448, 14,000 climbing. Or correction, 1,500 climbing.
Dashboard 2448 Toronto, thanks. You're identified. Climb 1000.
Climb 11,000, dashport 2448.
Dashboard 2448, turn left, direct right, come on course.
Left direct right, I'm on course, dashport 2448.
Okay.
Toronto Center, Charlie Fox, Traffic Hotel on the ground at Waterloo. We're stopped in Alpha here and we're looking for Alpha to Muskoka with no ATIS.
All right, Alpha Kilo Hotel, I'm just getting one brought up for you here. I assume you're going to request departure off runway 26. The current wind's 316, gust 22.
Hey, firm 26, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, you're cleared to Muskoka via via the Waterloo 3 departure and your flight plan route. Departure runway 26, squawk 0346.
We're cleared to Muskoka via the Waterloo 3 departure flight plan route, runway 26, squawk 0346, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, that read back is all correct. The information's going to be going up here shortly. Looks like it's going to be Zulu. You can taxi Alpha, hold short 26, advise ready for takeoff.
Hold on, Zulu taxi Alpha, hold short 26, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Center, good afternoon, Transat 411 in Toronto, stand Bravo 13, IFR to Montreal, we have Foxtrot.
And Transat 411, Toronto Center, good afternoon. You're cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route. Depart 23, squawk 6557.
To Montreal, Yankee 5, Miglo transition 6557 out of 23, transit 411.
And Transat 411, sorry, I just got distracted there for a moment. Just confirm the squawk code for me again.
Squawk 6557.
Transat 411, perfect. Thank you. That readback is all correct. Toronto information is Foxtrot, and give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
We call for push, Transat 411.
All right, if somebody was called at Toronto Center there, it was super quiet. I didn't catch it. Break SkyWest 5524. You're actually leaving my airspace to the west. You can switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good day.
228, we'll see you next time. SkyWest 5524, good day.
Dashboard 2448, Toronto. Continue climb. Flight level 230.
Continue climb, flight level 230, dashport 2448.
And WestJet 224, no ATC online in Montreal, but just for your planning purposes, Ottawa is advertising the RNAV Zulu Yankee or ILS runway 32. When you're ready, descend flight level 240. WestJet 224, Toronto. Okay, kind of got a handle on what's going on now. It took me a few minutes, and especially just because I can feel there's nothing like feeling behind the eight ball right from the get go, and when your software is not working for you. That's
Transat 411 ready for pushing.
Transat 411. Oh, I got you there. Push back onto lane 2, tail to the east, and call for taxi.
Push back on lane 2 for Transat 411.
Okay, but I'm starting to feel like I've kind of got a little bit up on this now. Okay, so Air France going to Detroit, so that's fine. He can just overshoot Toronto. He's good at 23.
Center WestJet 224, request lower.
WestJet 224. I was trying to call you a couple times there. The Ottawa ATC is offline, but the current ATIS in the real world's advertising 32 RNAV Zulu Yankee or ILS. Your choices. When ready to send, flight level 240.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Descend flight level 240, WestJet 224.
All right, Air France 225, stop your descent at 360 for the traffic. Air Canada 411, Toronto, descend 7,000. Toronto altimeter 2987.
Roger, descend 7,000 and 2987.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to get him to 360 until he's past the traffic here, and then I swear I gave this guy 230. I'm not getting very good at putting my stuff in here. All right. He's pushing. Nobody there. He's at taxiing. All right. Good. A little bit less hectic than last time I logged in. Last time I did a live stream, I logged in. The first hour was insane. Just blew me away. It was fantastically insane. So no time to rant, but boy, my God, Windows and Microsoft specifically, you've just been such a thorn in my side for the last week. And it's funny enough that it started with this computer. So I was a Windows 10 holdout because I did.
Toronto Center, sorry for the late call. Delta 2558, flight level 350.
Delta 2558 Toronto, thank you for checking in. Squawk ident for me, please. Delta 2558, thank you. You're identified at flight level 350. Welcome.
Once again, sorry and good to be on board.
Dashboard 2448, Toronto. You're about to leave my airspace to the southeast. Cleveland's offline. Switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
Frequency change approved. Radar service is terminated. Dashboard 2448. See ya.
So I've been a Windows 10 holdout for a long time because I did not see any advantage to Windows 11. It was I had my kids' computers both came with Windows 11 pre-installed, and again, no advantage to it. I don't use any of Microsoft's fancy extra features. I really don't believe in them. I think that an operating system should be an operating system. Your software should be separate from your operating system. I don't think the company that provides your operating system should necessarily provide most of your software because I think there's an inherent conflict of interest. But also because a lot of the stuff Microsoft has done lately has not been about good quality software. It's about making the process look pretty. The Appleification of software where everything looks pretty, not very functional. We removed 90% of the functionality just so we can make it look simple and make it look easy and make it look pretty. But simple, it's such a waste of a complicated microcomputing device to have a simple interface when there's so much more stuff you can do with it. So have hated Windows for a long time for that. Windows 10, I was actually very happy with. I haven't been happy with Windows. I was happy with Windows XP. I wasn't happy with any version of Windows for a long time. And Windows 10 came along, and I wasn't a big fan of the tile start menu, but it kind of grew on me after a little bit. At least you could kind of customize it and make it look like what you wanted. But yeah, all this integrated bloatware in Windows 11 was just, it seemed to be even worse than in Windows 10 from what I saw from my kids' computers. So I was a holdout until the last possible minute with Windows 10 because
Toronto FIR at 411, ready for taxi.
Transat 411 Toronto, runway 23. Information is Foxtrot, altimeter 2987, taxi Alpha Tango, Alpha, and Hotel.
We have Foxtrot taxi 23 Alpha Tango Alpha Hotel for Transat 411. Thanks.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, are you ready?
Hey, firm ready, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 300 at 11, gusting 20. Clear for takeoff, runway 26.
Calling airborne, clear for takeoff 26, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
WestJet 224, continue descent 8,000. Ottawa altimeter is 2964.
8,2964, WestJet 224.
All right, traffic's no longer a factor for Air France. Descend flight level 240. Yeah, so I was a very long holdout on Windows 10 because I thought it was a good operating system, and it's one of those cases where it's like, don't fix what's broken, what's not broken, and very little was broken with Windows 10. But Microsoft, of course, forced everybody by terminating updates prematurely on Windows 10, forced everybody into Windows 11. And I'd say premature, but like there is no need to terminate if you keep enough in. I remember when we were told Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows ever. That's it. That's it. It's just going to be a continuously upgraded system, but it's going to be the last version of Windows ever. And well, that came and went. But yeah, just like so much bloatware involved. So I was a holdout to the very end, till like the week that the updates were going to stop. I finally upgraded, and at first I thought it was an okay process, and it quickly took a turn for the worse. Delta 2558 Toronto, you leave my airspace to the southeast. The Cleveland Center's offline. Switch back to the on-route frequency. Surveillance terminated. Have a good day.
Hello to that side, Delta 2558, bye.
So the first thing I did was I upgraded my laptop because it was eligible for Windows 11 at least. It didn't require a hardware replacement. I've spent a lot of money because of this forced obsolescence of Windows 11. And I will actually say that the installation process was fairly painless. However, there have been lots
Alpha Kilo Hotel 15,000 climbing.
And Alpha Kilo Hotel, I just see the prime target only. Make sure the transponder's on mode, Charlie, please.
Oh, sorry about that.
I should have a filter on. And Alpha Kilo Hotel should be squawking code 03. You're getting it there. I see it changing even as I speak. There we go. Alpha Kilo Hotel, thanks. You're identified climbing now through 3,100. Let's see here. Climb flight level 210. Continue the left turn. Left turn, direct Nugop on course.
Left direct Nugop up to 210 Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Yeah, there's a learning curve, obviously, the new operating system, but there's a lot of stuff that is just not particularly pleasant in the operating system. The start menu is much worse than it used to be. I moved it back to the left because it just feels like a much more natural place for it to be in the corner than centered where like things move. And then there's the stupid tiling of the start menu where it's like an iPad now where like the tiles all slide up into place instead of staying where you put them. Now, if one tile disappears, if something's uninstalled, now everything slides over one spot and stuff is not where you expect it to be. And that also very frustrating. Not a big fan of that kind of technique. The tile actually, after in hindsight, was a really nice system that they had in Windows 10. So they did lots of learning, but then also reinstalling things, and then like the microphone. I thought everything was kind of okay on this computer. Transat 411 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The wind's 310, 18 gust 23, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Copy winds, we'll call you airborne for Transat 411, clear for takeoff 23.
Yeah, so I thought that the
Transit Center, hello, Air Canada 694, pushback from 101. Apologies, didn't know you're online. We have information for request clearance to St. John's, please.
Air Canada 694 Toronto, good afternoon. You're cleared to St. John's via the Bird 07 departure, LSUB transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 23, squawk 7155.
To St. John's, Verdu 7, and the apologies. The local transition, flight plan route, Chicago 3000, squawk 7155, Air Canada 694.
And actually, let's see here, I got a 694. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had the clearance wrong here, but you corrected me on it. But now I've missed it. So say the squawk code one more time.
Squawk code 7155, Air Canada 694.
And Air Canada 694 should be 7155.
Apologies, yeah, 7155, Air Canada 694.
Air Canada 694. The readback correct. Toronto information is Foxtrot. Let's see here. Runway 23, altimeter 2987, taxi Alpha Kilo Alpha and Hotel.
Alpha Kilo Alpha and Hotel for Air Canada 694 for runway 23.
Yeah. So I almost thought that this computer had transitioned somewhat seamlessly with albeit a few problems. Like I said, the biggest thing was the start menu. I was actually making a lot of use of the tiles in the old start menu, and all of a sudden that was all gone, and I had to go and put everything that I wanted to launch easily onto my desktop because I just don't like the start menu now. It's a lousy start menu now with the sliding tiles, with the sliding pin, with the pinned important things. It's like I shouldn't need to pin things. The important, like the tile system, actually, I wasn't a fan of it at first, but it grew on me. And this change is definitely
Transat 411 passing 1400 for 5000, heading to 45.
Transat 411 Toronto identified. Climb flight level 230.
230 Transat 411.
Delta 2635. You're also leaving my airspace to the southeast. Cleveland Center's offline. Switch to the on-route frequency. Your surveillance service terminates.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one. Going back to Unicom.
Take care. Transat 411 Toronto, reaching 3,600. Turn left direct Saver on course.
After 3600, left Saver for Transat 411.
All right, Air France 225. Leave my airspace to the south. Cleveland's not online. You can switch to the en route frequencies. G'day. Yeah, and I thought I'd kind of mostly been fairly painless. I even managed to log on to VATSIM last week, and then somehow this week when I tried to use my microphone's volume was like at like 1% somehow, and it's not anything that I was doing, but it worked last week. But then when I was checking the levels before I started the stream, the volume meter was barely even registering, and I was almost screaming into the mic, and it was still not even really registering it. It took me 45 minutes of trying to tweak Windows settings, uninstall, reinstall drivers.
And probably tell us your future planning at Muskoka looking for the RNAV 36 Puttux transition.
Alpha Kilo Hotel. Okay, I checked the RNAV runway 36, and do you need the weather in Muskoka at all, or you got it all there?
Oh, I got it here, Alpha Kilo Hotel. Thank you, though.
Roger. All right, let me just find his waypoint. WestJet 224, Toronto. You're about to leave my airspace to the east. Montreal is not online. Switch to the honor frequency. And surveillance service terminates. Good day.
Good day, WestJet 224. Thank you.
All right, let's see here. All right, so Fox says, sorry, first time flying this airplane on VATSIM. I'm not sure which airplane you're flying, but if that's you flying Alpha Kilo Hotel or what you're flying there, but I can't say I've got too many complaints so far about anybody's performance, or maybe the Air France. Not a big deal. Let's see here. Okay, so he wants the RNAV runway 36, and he wants the, which transition here? And he wants the Putux or Putux transition. Let's just see where that puts him. I don't think it's going to be a problem. And Alpha Kilo Hotel, you can go direct to Putux now.
Direct Putux, Alpha Kilo Hotel. Thank you.
Okay, click him. He's good. Air Canada 411 Toronto. Let's see. Air Canada 411. Go direct Ebdal. Intercept the localizer. Descend 4,000.
Direct Abdul, descend 4,000. Air Canada 411.
Yeah. So I almost thought that that this one Windows installation had somewhat worked out because yeah, until I had these microphone issues just trying to do this stream. And before that, it seemed to have been okay. Most of the stuff seemed to have transitioned. The start menu became a disaster. And I was very much reliant on the start menu. I did put stuff on my desktop as well, but I was definitely relying on the start menu as a very useful way to launch my most common programs. And this new pinned start menu just, it sucks. It just sucks compared to the tiled start menu I was using before. So that was kind of all right until today. But the other computer was not TPM 2.0 compliant. And it wasn't even that old. I think it was about 2019. I bought the processor. 2018, 2019, I bought the processor that I was using in my desktop computer. And
Center Air Canada 411 confirming 3,000 or 4,000 for Abdul?
Air Canada 411, 4,000 for now.
Or the 4,000 for Abdul? Air Canada 2%. Correction, 411.
Yeah, so that basically entailed a hardware upgrade, which I was kind of going to do anyways, but this sort of brought the timeline forward by a year or so sooner than I was kind of hoping to do an upgrade. And I kind of wanted to because I want my sim to run that much smoother, and Phoenix is a big user of that sim when I'm of that processor power when I'm using the sim. So yeah, I ended up having to upgrade my computer, which just was another ordeal because it was not smooth. It, again, it's something that like a lot of the issues that
from the 694 ready to go.
Air Canada 694 Toronto. Thanks. Contact me airborne. The wind's 300, 11 gusting 21. Clear for takeoff. Runway 23.
If takeoff 23, contact airborne, Canada 694.
Yeah, not that Microsoft necessarily caused issues because
And Alpha Kilo Hotel, we're at 10 miles away from our top descent.
Alpha Kilo Hotel Toronto, when ready to send 5,000. Muskoka altimeter 2983.
5,000 on 2983, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Air Canada 411, descend 3,000 at Abdal, cleared the ILS, runway 24 right.
We're descend maintain 3,000 at Abdul, clear for the ILS 24 right, Air Canada 411.
Yeah, Microsoft was not necessarily the source of all these issues, but they caused me to have to do this hardware upgrade, which became a big issue. So basically, the hardware upgrade itself was not terrible. Paired a new processor with a new motherboard, some new memory, but I transferred my old video card and my hard drives all into the new computer. Unfortunately, when I did that took an afternoon, of course, of surgery and putting parts together on a new CPU.
Good afternoon, Toronto Center, Air Canada 837 Heavy.
Air Canada 837 Heavy, Toronto.
Toronto Air Canada 837 Heavy on the ground. Toronto Pearson, spot 171. We have information Foxtrot. Request clearance to Hong Kong Kai Tak Airport.
And Air Canada 837, I don't see a flight plan for you. Can you hit refile for me?
Roger that. We'll refile Air Canada 837 Heavy.
This guy. What's this guy going? What's he doing?
And Air Canada 837 should be through now.
Air Canada 837. Yep, I see it there. Stand by. Tony Midland. Yeah. All right, Air Canada 837. You are cleared to Hong Kong via the Iklan Tree departure. Tony transition flight plan route. Departure runway is 23 squawk 7507.
And then Air Canada 837, we're cleared to the Hong Kong airport via the Iklan 3 departure, Tony transition. Flight plan route, departure runway 23 squawk 7507, Air Canada 837.
Air Canada 837, thank you. That readback is all correct. The Toronto information is Foxtrot. Give me a call when you're ready for taxi.
We'll call ready for taxi, Air Canada 837, we have Foxtrot.
Air Canada 694 Toronto, safe passing altitude.
2,300.
And I think I stepped on you. Air Canada 694, say the passing altitude.
Sorry, Air Canada, this is my fault.
Air Canada 694, you're identified. Climb flight level 230.
230, Air Canada 694.
Transat 411 Toronto, climb flight level 350.
Level 350 for Transat 411.
Air Canada 411 Toronto, you're number 1, the wind's 310, 17, gust 24, cleared to land, runway 24 right.
Runway 24 right, Canada 411.
Air Canada 694, reaching 3,600, turn left, direct Sabre on course.
Reaching 3,600, turn left, direct Sabre and on course, Air Canada 694.
Yeah, so probably took me about 3 to 4 hours of surgery to assemble my new computer, including putting, of course, mounting CPU on the motherboard, putting a nice big air cooler on there, and then mounting it all inside a new case, transferring all the hard drives over, figuring out how to mount some of the stuff because the case is a little bit different and a little bit unique, and it's actually really quite good. But just took a little bit of effort to kind of figure that out. So it took me about 3 or 4 hours to put that all together, and I didn't mind that. Like I kind of like assembling computers. It's an interesting process. Yeah, I find that part fun. What was problematic thereafter was that when I then rebooted my new computer with all my hard drives reinstalled, it refused to boot up Windows. It refused to even recognize that the Windows drive existed. Every other drive that I had, and I had 6 hard drives I had to transfer, 3 SSDs and 3 hard disk drives that I transferred to my new computer, and 5 out of the 6 got recognized, but the one with the Windows, the one with the actual Windows partition on it was the one that was not recognized. And nothing I could do could force this thing to recognize that Windows existed on that partition. I ended up having to format the partition completely and reinstall Windows. And of course, once I did try to do that, it led to all sorts of issues. It took me hours of trying to force the restart because the old Windows boot media that I had was so old that although it recognized my product key, it refused to recognize the network um, the network drivers. The network drivers are so new, or the network hardware is so new on the motherboard that I could not get the internet to work, and I ended up having to create a whole nother set of media. It was just like a long stream of like one reason after another why something would not work. And finally ended up getting Windows 11 installed. Then, of course, I was told that Windows 11 was not activated because it didn't recognize my product key, even though I'd been successfully using it for the last 15 years. And I was told this would be a free upgrade. And it's like the only reason I even had to change the hardware for this upgrade was because of the stupid requirements for Windows 11. I didn't even necessarily want to upgrade my computer at that point in time, but it turned into such an ordeal. And then 3 days of sorting through files that I'd saved from the C drive to make sure that nothing important was being removed or deleted. It was just a never-ending. It seemed to be a never-ending source of frustration. Just trying to get drivers to work, trying to get all the various features to work again. It's been a nonstop source of frustration. And then, of course, with the new CPU, having to tune it to it's a fast CPU and it runs hot. It's an i9, and man, does this thing run hot. When there's intensive processor stuff going on, it's regularly getting getting up to and touching 100 degrees and basically throttling the CPU, which is just very, I guess he's pushed back anyways. And Air Canada 897, I guess you're in the pushback now?
Is it for Air Canada 897 or 837?
And sorry, Air Canada 837. Yeah, 837. I guess you're in the pushback now.
Apologies. We heard for a call for taxi. I thought a ramp would be uncontrolled.
It's uncontrolled by ATC, but I try to provide that service to every pilot. So yeah, I did ask you to call ready for the pushback.
My apologies. We'll keep that in mind for next time, Air Canada 837.
Toronto Center, KLM 611, cruising at 370, inbound Menko.
KLM 611 Toronto. Let's see here. I don't see a flight plan on file for KLM 611 if you can hit refile.
Could you set it again for KLM 611?
At KLM 611, I don't see a flight plan for you. If you can refile, please.
Oh yeah, I think because we logged back online that it might have been lost, we'll refile.
Thank you. Air Canada 694 Toronto, continue climb, flight level 350.
350, Air Canada 694.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, you're cleared Muskoka Airport, RNAV runway 36, Putux transition.
Good Muskoka Airport, RNAV 36, Putux transition, Alpha Kilo Hotel.
Center Air Canada 411, clear 24 right, look for taxi, vacated on Charlie 2.
Air Canada 411, which gate you going to?
It isn't any gate, Terminal 1.
All right, I know they like to put the Montreal flight over at 120. So gate 120, taxi Echo Delta Alpha and Alpha Kilo, cross runway 33 right.
Roger, Echo Delta Alpha Kilo, cross 33 right, first down 120, 411.
KLM 611, thank you. I've got your flight plan now. Squawk code 7525.
7535 squawk for KLM 611.
KLM 611, make sure it's 7525, 7525.
7525 for KLM 611, thank you.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, no further traffic observed reported between you and Muskoka. You can switch to the Unicom for the arrival. Give me a call this frequency once you're down and clear.
Unicom, and then I'll tell you down and clear on this frequency. Alpha Kilo Hotel, thank you.
KLM 611, thanks. Your identified flight level 370. For westbound flight, you need an even altitude. Do you want to go up to 38 or down to 36?
We can go up to, let's see, 38 is fine.
KLM 611 Heavy, thanks. Climb flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, KLM 611.
Yeah, to say that the upgrade to Windows 11 was a frustrating process that ate up way too much of my time this week would just be an understatement. In the last 7 days...
And sorry about the delay for logging on. Is there official rules on the amount of inactivity?
KLM 611, it's in the VATSIM code of conduct. I can't remember the exact regulation.
All right then, thanks for KLM 611.
Let's see if I can...
Air Canada 837 on Tango 1 Charlie, ready for taxi runway 23 of Foxtrot.
Air Canada 837, runway 23, information Foxtrot, altimeter 2987, taxi Alpha Lima, short of Alpha.
Taxi Alpha Lima, hold short of Papa for Air Canada 837, runway 23.
And Air Canada 411 on Alpha, hold short of Tango for company traffic.
On Alpha, hold short of Tango for company traffic, Air Canada 411.
Air Canada 837, company traffic is going to wait for you, so taxi out Alpha Lima, Alpha, and Hotel.
Taxi Alpha Lima, Alpha Hotel, and Air Canada 837, we copy, traffic will be holding for us.
Air Canada 411, you'll see the heavy exiting the apron there at Alpha Lima. Behind them, continue Alpha, Alpha Kilo. Oh, and he missed it anyways. I realized I did not have my mic off on. And Air Canada 411, looks like you missed Alpha anyway, so just take the next left on Delta Papa and then just around the apron all the way to 120.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Delta Papa and continue on over. Air Canada 411.
All right. And KLM 611, I just looked it up here. The specific answers to your question can be found in the VATSIM Code of Conduct under Section Bravo 3, A, B, and A, and Section A and Section B.
Richie, about 3x5 for KLM 611. Could you maybe send it in the chat so we can have a read? Thank you.
Sure. I wonder if putting this on is dropping the level. Not too much, a little bit. All right, so I sent it to him in the chat there just so he's got it. So
Roger that. We'll have a look. Thank you for KLM 611.
yeah, the amount of time that I poured into trying to update my computers, and there have been a couple of little advantages. Sometimes it's good every once in a while to kind of give your computer a fairly clean sweep. It was kind of nice to give my computer a completely clean reinstall of Windows rather than
And
update.
Senator, 411, just going to disconnect from here. Thanks a lot for the traffic. See you in a second, Charlie.
Air Canada 411, no problem. Thanks for flying and have yourself a good night. There is something nice about having a fresh, clean Windows installation because it definitely every Windows installation becomes cluttered over time between installs and driver updates and system updates and everything else. But definitely not the case that these things are necessarily getting any better over time. It did force me to do a few things. I did have to reinstall some stuff to get the simulator working. I was actually the one thing that was I was pleasantly surprised at was how little reinstalling I had to do to actually get Microsoft Flight Simulator up and running again and all the add-ons that I like. The Sim install was never on my Windows drive, so it stayed perfectly intact. I was able to fire it up right away the same day. It just was a little. Some of the more complicated add-ons ended up a little bit messed up, so I reinstalled Phoenix, I reinstalled GSX, I reinstalled PMDG's airplanes, I reinstalled all those things just to make sure that they were all going to work the way they were supposed to.
Air Canada 448, gate Bravo 13, information Foxtrot on board. Request FR clearance to Ottawa is filed.
Air Canada 448 Toronto, good afternoon. You're cleared to the Ottawa airport via the Verdo 7 departure, ELSA transition, flight planned route. Departure runway is 23, squawk 4155.
Cleared to Ottawa via the Verdo 7 departure with the ELSA transition. Departure runway 23, squawk 4155 for Air Canada 448.
Air Canada 448, that readback is all correct. Toronto information is Foxtrot. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
I'll give you a call when I'm ready. Thank you. Air Canada 448.
Yeah, just the amount of effort that I put into this whole process here. But the sim, actually, I was surprised at how well most of the flight sim stuff worked without me having to really make any additional steps for that. Not a whole lot of other things in my Windows installation worked as flawlessly as Microsoft Flight Simulator. I did, like I said, I reinstalled a few things just as a precaution because some of the more complicated stuff. But yeah, and I will have to say, like, the sim runs like the sim is just like a gel now. It's so smooth. I can get like close to 100 frames now. Air Canada 837 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. Winds 300 at 12, gusting 23. Clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23. Will contact with airborne Air Canada 837.
Yeah, the difference the CPU made, it runs hot, so I've had to kind of. The trouble was it was throttling itself because it kept on running hot.
Air Canada 448, stand Bravo 13, ready for push and start.
Air Canada 448, thank you. Push back onto lane 2, tail east, call ready for taxi.
Push back onto lane 2, tail east, Air Canada 448.
And Air Canada 837, if you want to use Quebec, it does say in the notes on the chart to make sure you notify ATC ahead of time.
Apologies, Air Canada 837. We were actually going to call to clarify on that one, but we thought it was part of the takeoff clearance here.
Yeah, normal takeoff from hotel is 23. The ground chart says that if you need Quebec, you have to notify ATC in advance, so just let us know before when you start taxiing next time.
Roger, will do. Apologies for Air Canada 837.
No problem. It's more an educational point than anything else. Yeah, I got to say, like, the sim does run very nice. A little on the hot side. That i9 CPU runs incredibly hot, and the stock motherboard settings that it came up against basically had it running in the 80s to 90s most of the time when doing heavy processing, like Flight Simulator or anything else. Indexing my media as well was similarly processor intensive, and it was running in the easily averaging in the 80s and regularly into the 90s, with getting darn close to 100 multiple times, like on a pretty regular basis, to the point where it was throttling the CPU on a pretty regular basis. I've had to tweak the motherboard settings to just dial it back a notch because I'm not happy with it running that hot. And I have a massive cooler on there. It's still an air cooler. It's not a liquid cooler, but for an air cooler, it's a pretty massive cooler. It is pretty intense how big this thing is, but and I don't think it's the. I think it's just the way the processor runs too, and I've read that repeatedly. I've been doing lots of research now, and I've read that the i9s, especially the 13th and 14th generations, all run just generally run very hot. There's a lot of processing happening on a very small chip, and it's just the way it is. Because the thing about it is that as soon as I take the load off, within seconds, the CPU is back to 30 degrees. So the heat is being conducted away. I'm a little concerned that maybe I didn't get enough thermal paste onto my CPU, and it's not conducting away heat fast enough into into the into the fan, but I tend to think that it is because
Air Canada 837 airborne leaving 1,100 for 5,000.
Air Canada 837 Heavy Toronto identified, climb flight level 230.
Climb level 230, Air Canada 837.
Air Canada 837 reaching 3,600, turn right direct Tony on course.
Reaching 3,600, cleared direct Tony on course, Air Canada 837.
Transat 411 Toronto, you leave my airspace to the east. Montreal Centre is not online. Switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good night.
Switching to Unicom for Transat 411. Thanks, have a nice day.
Hey. Unfortunately not, because today I'm streaming. Yep. Yeah.
Air Canada 448, request taxi to runway 23.
Air Canada 448, Toronto runway 23. The information is Golf, altimeter 2987, taxi Alpha Tango, Alpha, and Hotel.
Air Canada 448, information Golf 2987, taxi runway 23, taxi via Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
Yeah, so my processor runs a little hotter than I would like it to. I did tweak some motherboard settings, and it does seem to have settled it down a little bit. I think it's dialed the speed back just a little bit, from 5.6 megahertz or 5.6 gigahertz, about 5.1. It's not that it's fixed at 5.1, but it tends to run at 5.1. But the thing is that it runs nicely and steadily, whereas before it was kind of like peaking on a fairly regular basis. About once every 30 seconds or so, it would peak, and then it would.
Toronto Center, Delta 4567, 380.
And sorry, who was that calling Toronto?
Lufthansa 4567.
Lufthansa 456 Heavy, Toronto, hello. Squawk code 0105.
Squawk 0105, Lufthansa 456 Heavy.
Yeah,
Center, good day. Air Canada 489 with you, level 380, just passing with 20.
Air Canada 489, Toronto Center, good afternoon. Squawk code 3152.
3152, Air Canada 489.
Charlie Fox, Traffic Hotel on the ground in Muskoka, down to clear. Thanks for the ATC.
Alpha Kilo Hotel, thank you. Your flight plan closed. Alerting service terminated at 2019er Zulu. Have yourself a good night. We'll see you next time.
You too, see ya.
Air Canada 489 Heavy, your identified flight level 380. Toronto information Golf, runway 24 right. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Roger, we've got Golf. We'll expect 24 right, and when ready, send 240. Air Canada 489.
Lufthansa 465 Heavy, identified flight level 380. Yeah, so what CPU is running a little hotter than I was comfortable with. I did a couple of flights to try it out, and it was fairly regularly throttling itself to keep the temperature under control. And I don't think it's necessarily the fan. Like, I am a little worried that maybe my thermal paste application was not good enough. That's my one area of concern. I don't think that's the case. Because like I said, the reason I don't think that's the case is because like that CPU cooler must be doing something, because as soon as the load is off the CPU, within seconds, the temperature can drop from like 90 to like 30, 35 within like 10 to 15 seconds, if even that. As soon as the load is off the CPU, boom, the temperature drops, the temperature just plummets. So I think it's just a case of the amount of processing the i9 is trying to do, that this is as much heat as it can conduct away. And I don't, yeah, you always worry about that with a new processor. You're always worried, did you get the thermal paste layer right? Did you get enough on there, not too much? I definitely didn't get too much on there because I didn't see any leak out. I took a very good, careful log look with a magnifying glass, and nothing leaked out. It's just a question of, was it enough? And there's part of me that's like debating whether I should pull the cooler off, take a look at how the paste spread out, and decide if it was enough or not, and redo it. Um, But again, I part of me is thinking that, but the other part of me is thinking no. It's just I've read this repeatedly that the chip does run hot. It definitely does run hot, and I'm happy with it to be into the 80s and even touching the 90s regularly. I don't want to really touch 100 regularly, but yeah, a lot of stuff I've read from Intel said that, if it hits 100 periodically, it's not terrible. But I don't want the chip to wear out. It's not like it was a cheap chip, so you don't want to be replacing it too soon. But I'm really having this debate with myself. But again, I tweaked some of the motherboard settings a little bit, tweaked the power, tweaked the settings regarding how much power supplied to the CPU. And as soon as I started doing that, all of a sudden the temperature stabilized at about 80 to 90 degrees while doing intense CPU tasks. So while I'm simming, it's now much more solidly 80 to 90. It's not really getting into that, hitting that 100 like at all, like once every like 20 or 30 minutes. It might just a little errant hit at 100, but not regularly every 15 to 30 seconds, which was kind of what was happening before. It was kind of surging, throttling, up and down, up and down.
Air Canada 448, ready to go, runway 23.
Oh, stand by. Air Canada 446 Toronto, contact once you're airborne. The wind's 300, 13 gusting 22. Clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Could you repeat the frequency after departure, please? Air Canada 448.
Air Canada 448, departure is with me. Just call me once you're airborne.
Alright, I'll do that. Air Canada 448, thank you.
Westside, go ahead. No objection.
And Air Canada 837, we're going to be heading off the network at this time. Thanks for the service here this afternoon, and we'll keep in mind everything here today for future flights out of Toronto.
Sorry, stand by one second. Sorry, Air Canada 837. I was just on the hotline. Say that one more time.
Apologies there. We're just heading off the network here. Thanks for the services, and we'll keep in mind what happened here for next time in Toronto here.
Yeah, Air Canada 837, no problem. We see it every once in a while, so it's just educational opportunity, nothing else. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. There's city yours now. City's mine now, isn't it? I can never remember this. It's terribly set up, and nobody's really put any clarifying documents out there. Okay. Either no traffic at any satellite airport, so WestSat's all your control. No worries. All right, we got a West satellite controller now. Yeah, I am looking forward to doing a Pilot's Life live stream. I really am. I wanted to do it sooner in October. I knew that I was going to have to do this processor upgrade, and I knew that was going to be a pain in the butt. I kind of set aside all of last week to
Air
basically do
Canada
it,
448 passing 1,500.
just in case stuff went wrong, which it did. Air Canada 448, thanks. You're identified. Climb flight level 230 at 3,600. Saver on course.
Climb flight level 230. I didn't get the other part of that message, sorry.
Air Canada 448, no problem. At 3,600, turn left, direct Saver on course.
Turn left, heading Saver. Flight level 230, climb at, yeah. Do I climb at 3,000 feet per minute, you said?
Air Canada 448, negative, reaching 3,600. You can turn left, direct Saver on course.
Alright, reaching 3,000, we can turn left. Sorry about that, it's my second flight.
No problem. And it's 3,600. That's the noise abatement altitude in Toronto. You can't turn before you ever reach 3,600.
3,600, Air Canada 448, thank you.
Air Canada 694. You leave my airspace to the east. Montreal is not online. Switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
Control to Nikon for Air Canada 694, completion today, see ya.
Yep. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to a pilot's life. I'm glad I did allocate myself like a whole 3-day week, which is kind of my days off, to get the process of upgrading my computer completed and things reinstalled and up and running again. And I think I've got everything more or less reinstalled and up and running again that needs to be up and running. So I am looking forward to trying a live stream next week, this week, I guess. Thursday is my plan. I'm going to live stream the next episode of A Pilot's Life live on Twitch with me, Captain Nabs, live on Thursday morning, because I really want to give this computer a couple more tries, a couple more flights, make sure that everything really is kind of working the way it's supposed to in flight sim. But I gotta say, like, upgrading the processor, even more than the graphics card, made a huge impact on the performance. And that's because, especially with the Phoenix, offloading all those processing tasks onto the CPU, the screen, the rendering of the display screens, and processing of the computers, or putting that all onto the CPU, takes a lot of load off the graphics card. So I was able to, in my test flights, regularly sustain easily 90 plus frames per second in MSFS, and regularly well over 100, especially in cruise, which just is phenomenal considering I was coming from like into the 20s was where I was reasonably able to hold. And this is at 1440 too. This is not even a 1080 anymore now. This is up to 1440, and I'm still able to render 90 frames per second with the CPU GPU combination. So even streaming, which does take a little bit more off the chips and does require a little bit more power, should still not be a problem. Air Canada 489 Toronto, when continue descent continue descent 7,000. The Toronto altimeter is 2988.
2988 down to 7,000, Air Canada 49.
So I'm kind of excited now for this, to actually really kind of give it, put it through its paces and do a good flight, and even being at London Heathrow and being one of the busiest scenery areas in any flight sim or any flight sim program on this planet. And for that, if it can survive that, it can survive probably anything. So yeah, I will be definitely getting back into this. I actually have vacation next week, so I could probably even do a second live stream next week if all goes well. We'll have to see. And if things really come apart, I may have to terminate the live stream early. We'll have to see. It's a little bit of a risk. It's a gamble I'm willing to take at this point because I think it's going to be okay. But I'm excited to give this computer put this computer through its paces. But just my God, Microsoft really created just such a long headache for me this weekend with just trying to get everything up and running, or this past week, just trying to get everything up and running, keep it up and running. It's just been a disaster. Lufthansa 456 Toronto, you've left my airspace again to the west. You can switch back to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good rest of the flight.
Roger, afternoon, Econ 122 decimal 8, it's down to 456, see you next time.
Take care. KLM 611 Heavy at Toronto, you're about to leave my airspace to the west as well. Cleveland Center is offline. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good day.
Well, thank you for your services and have a great day as well for KLM 611.
Yeah, this Windows 11 upgrade has just been a disaster. Yeah, it has not gone well. It has forced me to do some things that should have been done a long time ago. I actually discovered that some of my backup scripts were not correctly executing, and I managed to fix some glitches on them, which is great. Yeah, it's just been way more hassle than it was worth, and certainly way more work than I ever planned on it being. It has just been nothing but work. So, yeah, I'm kind of happy that I think it's pretty much all behind me. I think I kind of have everything up and running. I still probably gonna have to spend a few weeks tweaking my motherboard, tweaking my BIOS settings to really make sure I'm happy with everything. But on the right track, anyways. Air Canada 448, proceed direct Canuck, climb flight level 270.
Air Canada 448, proceed direct Canuck, did you say flight level 270?
Air Canada 448, that is correct.
Going direct Canuck and climbing flight level 270, Air Canada 448.
Yeah, and
Toronto Center, Malicious 1, flight level 270, approximately 70 miles northwest of the Marathon VOR.
Malicious 1, Toronto, hello, Squawk, ident, please. It's a long way to go in an F-16. Malicious 1, thank you very much. You're identified at flight level 270. Yeah, and all for what? I mean, at the end of the day, Windows 10, Windows 11 is not. Some things seem to maybe run a little bit smoother, but it's not a substantial performance upgrade, feature upgrade, because I really don't use Windows features. I don't believe in Windows features. I went and I found the old. I went and found the old. All right, I got a 237. Good afternoon, 380, and I told him to squawk 2443. Yeah, I don't really use Microsoft's features. I don't like a lot of their stuff. I don't like their OneDrive. I don't like Office anymore. Office is a disaster now. Again, making things look pretty, the interface look pretty, but it's sacrificing functionality to do it. Seems to be the consistent theme of modern interface design. Is let's make it look good, but we yeah, makes the interface.
Center, good afternoon, Air Canada 212, flight level 360.
Air Canada 212 Toronto, squawk it in.
I did.
Yeah, I don't find like these features that Windows is added constantly, like Copilot. No, don't even get me started on Copilot now. I don't need Microsoft invading my computer. I'm happy that I was able to get away with installing Windows 11 in both counts with the local account only and no no Microsoft account required for Windows, because why do I need a Microsoft account just to log into my own computer? It's just dumb. Air Canada 212 Toronto, you're identified at flight level 360. The Toronto information is Golf, plan runway 24 right. When ready, descend flight level 240.
We'll check information Golf and plan 24 right when ready 240, Air Canada 212.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really feel the need to rant about Windows and Microsoft these days because it has been nothing. It has been my life for the entire week was fixing problems that were basically caused by Microsoft. I am looking forward to taking advantage of that new processor. It's a very good processor. It runs a lot faster than my old one did, and even Phoenix seems to run very, very nicely, even with high scenery levels. Like the place where it seemed to always hesitate the most tended to be the takeoff. As soon as you start the takeoff roll and certain calculations started running, and it always seemed to lag the sim a fair bit. And I was shocked by how smoothly the takeoff went in the in the Phoenix. Like just the runway just seemed to drift behind me, like just like I don't even know how to describe it. Just like this soft fluid that just sort of went flowing past the window. No jerkiness to it. You wouldn't even know that there was that was being generated by a computer. It was such smooth motion. It was fantastic. I'm looking forward to doing this. The trouble is that the encoding was never quite up to that. I don't know how the encode how much better the encoding is going to be now. It'll be interesting to see. That's going to be certainly an interesting change to see how the encoding, what kind of improved performance I get on the coding now within the streams. But I imagine it's got to be an improvement over what was there before. So I am looking forward to this, and I will stream this week at least once, if not twice. Or not, well, once this week and hopefully next week as well. But hopefully I'll start to get a little bit more regular. But yeah, between this project and my vacation as well, my vacation, and then when I came back from my vacation, there was a whole bunch of stuff around the house. Nothing like having people stay in your house to find the things that almost are broken and then break them. Came back and there was a number of things I kind of had to do, but now they're done. They're all done now. Air Canada 489, proceed direct Ebdal, descend 4,000.
Direct Ebdal, down to 4,000, Air Canada 49.
Of course, that vacation was also absolutely wonderful. I had not been on a vacation, had not been to Europe in 20 years, had not been even really on a vacation per se that wasn't like, I hadn't been on, put it this way, I hadn't been on an airplane trip to go on vacation that wasn't like a layover somewhere in 7 years. So it was so overdue. It was a wonderful experience. I had to spend 9 days basically exploring different parts of France, and it was absolutely amazing. It was everything I could have asked for at a vacation, and it all went fairly flawlessly. We did have a few very, very minor issues, but overall things went very well, which is really kind of nice. And when you take the time to plan stuff, I think that helps, but also just a little bit of good luck sometimes. So it was so overdue. Uh, very, very nice chance to go and spend some time overseas though, and just see what's see a different life, live a different life for a week even. It just was also so nice to kind of get out of my rut. I very much live in a rut at home, and I try not to. I try not to, but I can't help it. You end up doing the same thing, especially as you get older. You fall into habit patterns and whatnot, and so like it was such a the other button. Air Canada 448 Toronto. Nobody's online right now. Actually, stand by. You keep pressing the TeamSpeak button. And Air Canada 448. The Ottawa information actually is online now. It's Echo. Plan runway 32. When ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Air Canada 448.
Yeah. Vacation was way overdue. It was just wonderful to live a different life for 9 days, be somebody else in a different country, in a different city, in a different country. Spent a little bit more money than I probably should have, but especially considering how overdue it was, I don't think it was that excessive anyways. It was definitely enjoyed. Air Canada 448 Toronto, when ready, descend 8,000. Ottawa altimeter 29er66.
When ready, descend 8,000, altimeter 29er 66.
Air Canada 448, that's all correct. Air Canada 489, descend 3,000 at Abdal. You're cleared the ILS, runway 24 right.
Canada 3000 at Abdullah, cleared ILS 24 right, Canada 49.
Yeah. And then what else can we talk about? Well, I did get the privilege last night of sitting in an airplane and watching a Jays game, which is kind of was not expected. I had some other plans of what I was going to do in that do during that flight, but boy, that actually was quite an entertaining game. So last night was Game 6 of the American League Championship, Jays versus Mariners, and it was a really good game. I think we basically sat down and started watching it at about the top of the second inning, or maybe it was in the bottom of the first. It was just the game had just started. There's not much had happened yet, but it was actually a really good game. There were some really good plays. Both teams really deserved to be there, and well, I'm certainly rooting for the Blue Jays. Certainly could not be offended if Seattle uh, ended up winning the series. So they definitely forced it to Game 7, which is good. I kind of wish that they hadn't had to force it all the way to Game 7. Air Canada 212 Toronto to send 7,000. Toronto information, Toronto altimeter 2988.
7,000 altimeter 2988 Air Canada 212.
Kind of wish that they could have taken it sooner, but even so, forcing the Game 7, they didn't. They're not going to let it go easy. Seattle got the lead in the series early on, but Toronto has come back now. It's 3-3, and let's see what they can do. And I believe tonight is the Game 7. So playing it in the Rogers Center, no less, in the Sky Dome. So hopefully they'll manage to take that one, because I don't think they've even made it into the World Series since '92, when they won 91 and 92, when they won twice. And that's the crazy thing to me, is like how long it's been since they even qualified and even made it into the World Series. Never mind win it, but just to even make it into the World Series. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm not a sports person at all. I really, I'll be the first person to admit that I'm just jumping on the bandwagon here. I always like to see the Jays win. I always like to see the hometown teams win, but I don't really follow them much during the season. But I am I'm excited, like I said, and it's crazy, because like I think about this, like my kids are older now than I was when I watched the Blue Jays win the series in 91, 92. So they haven't. It's been that long. It's been an entire generation since the Blue Jays won the World Series. It's definitely overdue. It's about time. I certainly hope they can do it. It's gonna be tough. They definitely have a good team. The the team looks really good. Like they're solid on defense. They are a tight team on defense. And this is the thing. I was watching the game, and some of the runs were scored just because the Mariners literally dropped the ball. They literally had the ball in their hands and dropped it on the ground. And there was 3 errors, and I think all 3 errors ended up, if not leading to runs, leading to base hits, leading to leading to yeah, leading to base hits and yeah, their defense was absolutely. The Blue Jays defense was absolutely solid. 3 double plays to end 3 innings in a row it was quite something to watch. And just snap, snap, snap. They know what they need to do. They're a good tight team. It's good to see them really performing at a high level, because they deserve to. Air Canada 489, winds are 313, gusting 19. Number 1, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Third land, 24 right, Air Canada 489.
So, I mean, it's a long way from Game 6 of the championship series to winning the World Series, but they're on the right track. There could be no doubt that they are on the right track. So I certainly hope that they do well. The pitching was phenomenal. The pitching was just great. I mean, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't ideal. Like they did get they did actually get loaded bases quite a few times, but that was how they fielded the double plays. As you get the bases loaded, it's very easy to nail a double play, even if you just get runners on first and second. It's very easy to nail that double play, and that's what they kept on doing. Was they load up the bases, which really kind of makes it nerve wracking when you're loading up the bases and you're getting 2 out or 1 out, only one out and loaded bases. It's like, but they kept pulling it out. They kept on doing it. The hits ended up anywhere close to where someone could drop it.
214 radio check.
Air Canada 214 Toronto, read you 5. So it was quite something to watch. And it's funny because like people, it must have been at least like a quarter of the plane was watching this game live on the screens because every time there was any really good play, there'd always be some clapping going around, more than a little bit of clapping going around this cabin. So yeah, not something I do very often. I don't watch baseball very often, but Air Canada 489, welcome to Toronto. Right turn, Charlie 4 there. Delta 4 on to Delta. And where are you parking?
For the 4, Delta 4, then on to Delta, and we'll just request to Alpha Kilo currently.
Air Canada 49, all right, on Delta, cross 33 right, Alpha to Alpha Kilo.
Cross 33 right, Alpha Kilo, Air Canada 49.
Yeah, here's hoping that the Jays do well. Anyways, it's Game 7 tonight. I think it starts in about 3 hours. I will probably be sleeping through it, but hopefully they do well. I'd love to give my kids a chance to watch. I'm not a big sports person, and nobody in my family really is. My kids are not into sports, probably because they've never really seen anyone. My wife doesn't really care too much for it. I like watching a good game here and there, but so Air Canada 214, who called up there for the radio check, also just said, "Hey, this is my first time. Just a heads up." And Sunwing 218 just responded through text. We all went there. You got this. You'll do great. uh, Air Canada 448. Contact Ottawa arrival now. 135.15. G'day.
135.15 Air Canada 448. Thank you for your patience.
No problem. G'day. Got a couple of rookies on the network today. Hopefully, I'm impressing them enough that they want to come back and fly with us again sometime. I guess I could close all these views since I have a terminal or a WestSat controller now. Why do I have these views still open? Close, save, close, save. uh,
Toronto Center, November 339 Sierra Bravo with you at 38,000 feet. I just saw your things. I wasn't at the cockpit.
November 339 Sierra Bravo, Toronto. Hello. Let's see here. Squawk, ident, please. November 339 Sierra Bravo. Thanks. Identify. Flight level 380. Welcome. Air Canada 212. Proceed direct Ebdal. Descend 4,000.
I've called 4,000 Air Canada 212.
Yeah, the nice thing is that I do have vacation next week, so if the Jays do make it into the World Series, I will probably be able to watch all the games. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to actually look up their schedule. All right, so the World Series will be next week. Yeah, it actually starts on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday if they need games 5, 6, and 7.
214, request IFR clearance to Montreal as filed.
Air Canada 214. I don't think I see a flight plan for you. Are you on the ground in Toronto?
Should be, yes.
And Air Canada 214, stand by. I see a flight plan here for him from Ottawa to Toronto. And Air Canada 214, are you on the ground in Ottawa or in Toronto?
Should be on the ground in Toronto. Air Canada 214, let me figure this out.
Yeah, Air Canada 214. The thing is, I do see a flight plan for Air Canada 214, but it's from Ottawa to Toronto. So you'll probably need to replan that, and then I can make a call again.
Alright, Air Canada 214.
Yeah, we all make mistakes. I've done that. Yeah. So, yeah, the World Series will be the 24th, 25th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 31st, and Game 7, if required, will be November 1st. I'm off starting on Wednesday until the first week of November. So I'm off of that whole series. So it's one of those things. Like I've been kind of looking for some places to watch it now that I actually watched a championship series game. It got me a little bit hooked. I would like to watch that, and the thing is, of course, I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in like 20 years. I don't plan to buy cable just for one single thing, but I might even just buy a Sportsnet subscription for 1 month just to be able to watch the World Series and be able to watch it at home with my kids because my kids don't even watch baseball, and I don't know if they're going to have much interest in it. They're probably too old to care right now, but I'd like to give them the opportunity to watch the game, decide if they like it for themselves. I'm not I'm not the kind of person who sits around the house watching sports. Very rarely. The only time I really watch sports around the house is usually for the Olympics. Air Canada 212 Toronto, descend 3000 at Ebdal. You cleared the ILS runway 24 right.
Descend 3000 at Ebdal, we're cleared the ILS 24 right, Air Canada 212.
All right, this time looks like you got it. You got it all good. Perfect. We got a lot of planes logged in Toronto now. Not a whole lot of flight plans filed yet. Actually, here they come. They're getting there.
Air Canada 214, do you see my flight plan now?
Air Canada 214, I do. Are you ready to copy your clearance?
Yes, Air Canada 214, request IFR clearance to Montreal.
Air Canada 214, you're cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 23, squawk 1314.
Air Canada 214, cleared to Montreal via the Dedi departure, Trans-Miglo, departure runway 23, squawk 1314.
Air Canada 214, thank you. That readback is all correct. Information Golf is current in Toronto. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Call when ready for push, Air Canada 214.
Toronto Center, this is Rouge 350, do you read?
Rouge 350 Toronto. I got you a little bit weak, but I got you.
I was just wondering what you'd like me to plan for Rouge 350, and I have information Golf.
Rouge 350 Toronto Center. Squawk ident, please.
Air Canada 214, sorry, I think I missed it. Am I climbing a SID or am
And Rouge 214, Air Canada 214, this is Canada. You don't climb via anything. You just read the SID and you do what the SID says. We don't issue via clearances in Canada.
Alright, apologies. Thank you very much.
No problem. Asking questions is how you learn. Rouge 350 Toronto, identified flight level 340. The Toronto information is golf. Plan runway 24 right.
Runway 24 right, Rouge 350.
Air Canada 212 Toronto, your number 1. The wind's 320 at 15. Clear to land, runway 24 right.
Clear to land, 24 right, Air Canada 212.
Yeah, sports has never been a big thing in our house. Never has. I've never been a person who sits around the house watching sports games. If they happen to be on somewhere where I'm out and about, I might glance at them, and I do enjoy them. But I absolutely make zero effort to find out schedules ahead of time, things like that. So, yeah, it might be an interesting case, just chance for the kids to see what baseball game is like. Like they really like. I've never taken them even to a baseball game. They're both they're both into their early to mid teens and have not been to any games really, even baseball. Uh, Tickets are they're not terribly unreasonable. They've managed to find ways to kind of make tickets a little bit cheaper.
Following
Again.
218, good evening, requesting clearance to Montreal Asphalt.
Sunwing 218 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to Montreal Trudeau via the Dead Key Fife departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 23, squawk 4326.
Sunwing 218, clear to Montreal via Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, runway 23 and squawk 4326.
Sunwing 218, thank you. That readback is all correct. The Toronto information is golf. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Roger.
November 339er Sierra Bravo, you're leaving my airspace again to the west. Cleveland Center, still not on. You can switch to the honored frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
Frequency approved November 3390 Bravo.
All right, it's not busy yet, but it's about to smoke because like there's at least 6 airplanes logged on the ground in Toronto here. I can see some inbounds from the east. It's going to be smoking for the next hour or so. I got 2 hours in me at most. By 7 p.m., I got to be logging off. I got to go to bed early. I got to get some sleep. So I got to log off in the next 2 hours. But definitely we're into that kind of afternoon, evening peak time now as people get home from work, home from school, and want something to do with their hobbies. There's a good chance that where is this person going? Now they're going to Query. What a weird flight plan.
Toronto Center, good day. Dashboard 2265 on the ground at City Center, request IFR to Ottawa.
And dashboard calling at City. Keep the Toronto terminal call on 119.3.
Roger, 119.3, dashboard 2265.
Talk to you later. Rouge 350 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, Rouge 350.
And Rouge 350, that's your discretion.
Roger, Rouge 350.
Air Canada 214, ready for push and start.
Air Canada 214 Toronto, push back onto lane 2, tail to the east, call ready for taxi.
Tail to the east on lane 2, Air Canada 214.
Yeah, I don't know why we're using 24 right today, but I'm okay with it. It's weird. I'm so used to 24 left. 24 right, 06 left has been very little use lately. Last couple of years. So it's a little bit of an abnormal configuration, but hey, I'm okay with it. Air Canada 212, welcome to Toronto. Continue the right turn Delta 2 right on Delta. Cross 33 right. Which gate are you going to?
We'll continue exiting right onto Delta and cross 32 right. We're looking for the Alpha Kilo apron entry for Air Canada 212, please.
All right, Air Canada 212 after crossing Alpha to Alpha Kilo.
Alpha Kilo, thanks, Air Canada 212.
Got a number of inbounds here. Go to Colorado Springs. They're going to Detroit, actually. I thought they might be coming in here. Zoom out a little more. We have this inbound here. We got some inbounds. It's taking some time. Luscious 1 is still trucking along on his way to Halifax. And lots of departures coming up here now. Hmm. Good stuff. I think I have a drink in here that I can drink. Oh, that's a cold fridge. Ooh. That is cold. What else can I talk?
Center Grenade, Air Canada 626, Pearson, waiting for airfare clearance is filed to Fredericton.
Air Canada 626 Toronto, good afternoon or good evening. You're cleared to Fredericton via the Dead Key Fife departure, Olava transition, flight plan route. Departure runway is 23, squawk 0764.
Roger, cleared to Fredericton by the Dead Key 5, Olava transition, flight plan route. Expect 23, current crashing. Climb maintain 230 and squawk 0764 for Air Canada 626.
Air Canada 626 negative. It's departure runway 23, and the altitude is on the SID. We don't give altitudes in Canada normally unless there's an amendment.
Roger, apologies. Runway 23 and 0764 Air Canada 626.
Air Canada 626, thanks. That readback's all correct. Toronto information is golf. If you have a question about the SID altitudes, just give me a shout. Otherwise, call me when you're ready for pushback.
Roger, call ready for pushback Air Canada 626.
What other interesting things have happened?
Toronto Center, hello, Air Canada 510, flight level 350.
Air Canada 510 Toronto, hello, squawk cadet, please.
Squawk cadet, Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 510, thank you. You're identified. Flight level 350. Toronto information is golf. Runway 24 right for arrival. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Two for right, the flight level 240. We're looking up for golf, Air Canada 510.
Trying to think if there's anything else interesting that's happened lately.
Air Canada 214, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 214 Toronto, runway 23. Information is golf, altimeter 29er88. Taxi Alpha Tango, Alpha Hotel.
Air Canada 214, taxi Alpha Tango Alpha Hotel. To runway 23.
You're Another one in Toronto, WestJet 248 going to Halifax. It's Moncton Monday too. I'm surprised I haven't gotten more people going to the East Coast. I had a St. John's departure, and I've got this overflight, the malicious overflight to Halifax. But surprised I didn't get more going to the East Coast. And I guess we got a Freddie now as well. So we got a Freddie, we got a Halifax. We got a couple things happening here. How's Air Canada 214 taxiing? Hasn't started moving yet. He's still thinking what he's doing. That's fine. That's fine. I'm very patient, Fortunately, it's not too busy. You picked a perfect time where it's like there's some stuff going on. So it's kind of good when there's some stuff going on. So you can be aware that there's other things going on. You can learn to manage your communications, and also you can kind of hear what other people are saying and learn to emulate them. But at the same time, it's you don't want to be a rookie when it's super busy, because I won't have the time to slow down if it's super busy.
Toronto, hello, WestJet 248 on the ground at Pearson, looking for IFR to Halifax.
WestJet 248 Toronto, good afternoon. You're cleared to Halifax via the Dead Key Fife departure, Rackham transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 23, squawk 6270.
Okay, clear to Halifax, Dead Key 5 transition, or Dead Key 5 departure, Rackham transition, flight plan route, depart runway 23, 6270, WestJet 248.
WestJet 248, thanks. The readback is correct. Toronto information is golf. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Welcome.
Air Canada 510 Toronto, descend 11,000, Toronto altimeter 2988.
11,000, 2988. Air Canada 510.
Rouge 350, descend 7,000, altimeter 2988.
Altimeter 2988, descend 7,000, Rouge 350.
ATISs are all updating here. Got a lot of ATISs up in this FIR now. I got 7 different ATISs running. I could put up Sioux if I wanted to. What's happening in the Sioux? Why not try and complete the set, right? Let's see here.
Toronto Center, KLM 115.
Sorry, who was that calling? KLM 115?
KLM 1125.
KLM 1125. Hold on, just finding it here. And okay, I got you there. KLM 1125. Are you looking for the clearance to Boston? And sorry, I blocked you. KLM 1125. Were you looking for the clearance to Boston?
Ready for clear. Yes. Yeah, looking for clearance.
KLM 1125 Toronto, you're cleared to the Boston Logan Airport via the Kepta Tree departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. depart runway 23, squawk code 751
KLM 125 is clear to the Boston Logan International via the Capta 3 departure, then path transition. Find the seat, squawk 7513. What was that 23 again? KLM 125.
KLM 1125, depart runway 23. Your readback is all correct. Information in Toronto Hotel. Give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
Runway 23, we'll call when ready for push start. KLM 123.
Toronto Center, Delta 137 with you at flight level 400.
Delta 137 Toronto, hello, squawk cadet.
Squawk cadet, Delta 137.
Toronto Center, Air Transat 610, level flight level 320.
Transat 610. Transat 610. I don't think I see a flight plan for you. If you can hit refile for me.
Affirm, we'll do that now. Thanks. Just Transat 610.
Delta 137 Heavy, identify flight level 400. Thank you.
Center Canada 626, we're pushing start.
Air Canada 626, push back onto lane 6, tail to the east, call for taxi.
Push back lane 6, tail to the east, Air Canada 626.
Sunwing 218, ready for push.
Sunwing 218, push back onto lane 3, tail to the east, call for taxi.
Push on lane 3 and we'll call tail east, sorry, and we'll call for taxi.
See Transat 610 anywhere?
Air Canada 214, sorry, this is just a question. Just confirming I need to stop before crossing a runway, correct?
Air Canada 214, affirmative. You always need to be explicitly cleared across any runway you come across. If you're not sure, just stop and ask again. We'd always rather you ask twice than not at all.
Alright, thank you very much. Air Canada 214.
Toronto Center, Transat 610, we have filed again, so.
Transat 610, thanks. I got it there now. Squawk code 4171.
Squawk 4171, Transat 610.
And Air Canada 214, looks like you turned the wrong way there on Hotel. Make the next right turn on Bravo. Hold short of runway 23.
Thank you. Sorry, apologies, Air Canada 214. Got confused looking at this chart.
Yeah, it's a bit of a confusing airport. Air Canada 214 from Bravo, 9,000 feet remain. Is that sufficient for departure, or would you like me to get you back to the threshold?
Sorry, you kind of cut out there.
Air Canada 214 from intersection Bravo, 9,000 feet remain. Is that sufficient for departure, or do you want me to taxi you back to the threshold?
Just back to threshold, please, Air Canada 214.
Air Canada 214 on Bravo, cross runway 23, and then after crossing, turn right on Juliet, hold short of 23 on the other side.
American Airlines 251 requesting push and start with information hotel.
And Air Canada 214, did you copy the clearance? Cross runway 23 on Bravo, turn right on Juliet, and then hold short of 23 again on Juliet.
Air Canada 214.
And Air Canada 214, it stopped halfway through the read back. Say it again, please.
Air Canada 214, crossed runway 23, taxi Bravo Juliet, hold short runway 23 via Juliet. Air Canada 214.
Roger, thank you. American 251, push back onto lane 2, tail to the east, call ready for taxi. Transat 610 Toronto, your identified flight level 320, thank you. Toronto information is hotel, runway 24 right. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240 and expect runway 24 right, Transat 610.
Definitely the pace is starting to pick up here.
American Airlines 251, tail to the east, call for taxi.
Right.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 519, looking for IFR to Halifax with information hotel.
Air Canada 519 Toronto, good evening. Let's see here. You are cleared to Halifax via the Dead Key 5 departure, Olava transition, flight plan route. Departure is runway 23, squawk 3040.
Alright, we're clear to Halifax, Dead Key 5 departure, Olava transition, flight plan route, runway 23, squawk 3040 for Air Canada 519.
Air Canada 519, that readback is correct. Information in Toronto is hotel, and give me a call when you're ready for pushback.
We'll call for push, Air Canada 519, thanks.
Toronto Center, good day, dashboard 2265, direct DXE, and cleared to 4000, maintaining 4000, dashboard 2265.
Dashboard 2265 Toronto, hello, climb 1000.
1000, 2265.
Center WestJet 248 at Pearson, Bravo 22, ready to push.
And I'm sorry, who was ready for push?
WestJet 248, Bravo 22 at Pearson with hotel ready to push.
WestJet 248, just give way to the Sunwing aircraft behind you on lane 3. They're still moving backwards a little bit. Once they're clear, push onto lane 3 and call for taxi.
We'll give way to Sunwing and push on to lane 3, call you back, WestJet 248.
Did I ever connect that to ATIS? I did. Just to add more ATISes out there, just to make it just a full house of ATISes. ATI. Is that the plural of ATIS? ATI. ATISes. Still no Montreal Center, though, unfortunately. Dashboard 2265. Proceed direct MIVOC.
Direct MIVOC 2265.
Malicious 1, Toronto. You leave my airspace to the east. Montreal is not yet online. Switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good night.
122.8, thanks to ATC, Malicious 1.
Toronto Center, KLM 115 at 139 spot, requesting pushing star with hotel.
KLM 1125 Toronto. Push back onto lane 6. Tail to the east. Call ready for taxi.
Lane 6 to the east, we'll call for taxi, KLM 115.
Air Canada 214, request takeoff runway 23.
Air Canada 214 Toronto. Contact me once you're airborne. Winds 310, 10, gust 16. Clear for takeoff. Runway 23.
Clear for takeoff to runway 23, Air Canada 214.
Air Canada 510, descend 8000.
8,000, Air Canada 510.
Dashboard 2265, climb flight level 230.
Level 230, dashboard 2265.
Rouge 350, proceed direct Ebdal, descend 4000.
Center 626, ready for taxi 23.
Direct what again?
Rouge 350, direct Ebdal, and descend 4000.
Direct Ebdal and descend 4000, Rouge 350.
Somebody call ready for taxi?
Yeah, Air Canada 626.
Air Canada 626 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988. Make the right turn onto lane 5 and head up to Alpha Juliet. There's just an aircraft pushing off the corner onto lane 6. Just hold short of Alpha Juliet for now.
Roger, so you want me to go Lima 5, Alpha hold short for the traffic pushing back?
And lane 5, turn right on the apron and hold short of Alpha Juliet.
Right, lane 5, hold short. Air Canada 626.
Sunwing 218, ready for taxi.
Sunwing 218 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi Alpha Juliet, Alpha Hotel.
Sunwing 218, taxi to runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, via Juliet and Alpha Hotel.
Right. Not the straightest takeoff in the world, but I'm not going to criticize him too much.
American Airlines 251, ready for taxi.
American 251 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988. Taxi Alpha Tango, hold short Alpha.
Taxi to runway 23 with information hotel, altimeter 2988. Taxi to 23 via Alpha Tango, hold short Alpha.
Transat 610, descend 7000, altimeter 2988.
Descend 7000, 2988, Air Transat 610.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Air Canada 620 is on the ground at Toronto, staying 136 with hotel. Request clearance to Halifax.
Air Canada 214, say you're passing altitude.
Air Canada 214, passing flight level 280. No, sorry, passing 3,000 feet.
Air Canada 214, thanks. You're identified. Climb 7,000. In the future, make sure you don't turn until you're given a vector. You can go direct saver on course now.
Air Canada 214, apologies and thank you.
And Air Canada 214, please read back the altitude and the waypoint.
Climbing flight level 7,000 for Saver.
Air Canada 214, perfect, thank you. Air Canada 510, traffic at your 11 o'clock for about a mile is a southeastbound Company 320, climb into 7.
We do have the traffic inside Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 214, make sure you stop the climb at 7. You got traffic off your right side for a mile, is going to cross overhead at 8,000.
Air Canada 214, copy.
Air Canada 620 Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to the Halifax Airport via the Dead Key Fife departure, Olaba transition, flight plan route, depart 23, squawk 1765.
Cleared via the Decky 5 departure, Lobo transition, then flight plan route, runway 23, squawk 1765, Air Canada 620.
American 251, just give way to the 737, your left to right on Alpha, then follow them Alpha Hotel. Or not.
I confirm that's for Air Canada 626.
Disregard. American 251, I asked you to hold short of Alpha, but now since you cut them off anyways, you can continue taxi Alpha Hotel. American 251 Toronto.
Sorry about that. American 251.
American 251, you were instructed to hold short of Alpha, but since you cut off the aircraft that was already taxiing anyways, continue taxi Alpha Hotel. In future, please listen to the instructions.
Taxi Alpha Hotel, sorry.
Air Canada 626, you can continue taxi Alpha Hotel as well.
Alpha Hotel, Air Canada 626.
Air Canada 214, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, Air Canada 214.
Air Canada 510, descend 5,000.
5,000, Air Canada 510.
Cruise 350, descend 3,000 at Abdal, cleared ILS 24 right.
Descend 3,000, cleared ILS 24 right, cruise 350.
Transat, disregard.
Taxi.
Who's ready, taxi?
WestJet 248, lane 3.
WestJet 248 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi lane 3, Alpha Juliet, hold short of Alpha.
We have hotel and runway 23, lane 3, Alpha Juliet, short of Alpha, WestJet 248.
FedEx 247, you here? Oh, come on, I don't have time for you, FedEx.
Air Canada 519, ready for push.
Air Canada 519. Let's see if I can find it. There you are. Push back onto lane 6, tail to the east. Call for taxi.
Lane 6, tail east, call for taxi. Air Canada 519.
WestJet 248 behind the Air Canada 37, left to right, taxi Alpha Hotel.
Behind Air Canada, we'll taxi Alpha Hotel to 23, WestJet 248.
American 251 Toronto, contact me airborne. Winds 300, 9, gust 16, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, American Airlines 25.
Central KLM 1125, ready for taxi.
KLM 1125 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi out Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Runway 23, information kilo on board. Taxi via Alpha Kilo, Alpha, what was that last one?
KLM 1125 hotel at the end there.
Hotel at the end, KLM 1125, thanks.
Sunwing 218, line up runway 23, confirm the departing 37 in sight for visual departure. Sunwing 218 Toronto, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, Sunwing 218.
Air Canada 510, descend 4,000.
4,000, Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 214 Toronto, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Air Canada 214.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Air Canada 4565 Heavy with hotel on board. At Pearson Terminal 1, request IFR to Ottawa.
And just confirm, was that Air Canada 4565?
Correct.
Air Canada 4565 Toronto, hello, clear to Ottawa via the Verto 7 departure, LSUP transition, flight plan route, departure runway 23, squawk code 6321.
Project cleared to Ottawa via Verto 7 departure. Runway, we can expect runway 23 for departure and squawk 6321 for Air Canada 4565 Heavy.
Air Canada 4565, readback is correct. Toronto information is hotel. Call me when you're ready for pushback.
We're ready for pushback and setup. Air Canada 4565.
Air Canada 4565, pushback, tail to the south, call for taxi.
Tail to the south, we'll let you know we're ready for taxi. Air Canada 4565.
Sunwing 218 Toronto, call me airborne, winds 300, 10, gust 15, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff 23, Sunwing 218.
American 251, say altitude.
4,000, American 251.
American 251, thanks. You're identified. Climb flight level 230 and turn right direct Tillamon course. Air Canada 510, turn left 330, descend 3,000.
Left 330, 3,000, Air Canada 512.
American 251, climb flight level 230, right turn to Tillamon course.
Could you text that into the chat? It's kind of loud.
Toronto Center, FedEx 247, sorry for the wait, we're with you, flight level 330.
FedEx 247 Toronto, thanks. Squawk ident. Cruise 350 Toronto, winds 311, gusting 17, clear to land 24 right.
Clear to land 24 right, Cruise 350.
Air Canada 510, left turn heading 270 for the intersect, cleared the ILS 24 right.
Left 270, intercept ILS 24 right, Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 626 Toronto, contact me airborne, the winds 310, gust 15, clear for takeoff, runway 24 right.
Clear takeoff runway 2.
Climb to flight level 230, Tillamon course, American 250.
And Air Canada 626, I said it wrong, my apologies. You're clear for takeoff 23.
Roger, 2-3, just want to make sure they're clear takeoff runway 23, contact your airborne Air Canada 626.
No problem. Sunwind 218, say altitude. Sunwing 218, say altitude.
Sunwing 218.
Sunwing 218, I blocked it, say the altitude.
4000, Sunwing 218.
Sunwing 218, thanks. Identified, climb 7000, turn left to Saver on course.
7000, Sunwing 218.
Dashboard 2265 Toronto. The Ottawa information is Foxtrot, plan runway 32.
We've got Foxtrot, plan runway 32, dashboard 2265.
FedEx 247 Heavy Toronto, you're identified. Flight level 330 Toronto. Information is hotel. Runway 23 for you. Descend now 1000, altimeter 2988.
Runway 23, descend down to 1000, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 519, ready for taxi.
Why can't I get FedEx? Okay, bye. Why can't I pick up FedEx? Okay. Sorry, who's ready, taxi?
Air Canada 519, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 519, Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Taxi 23 via Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, Air Canada 519.
WestJet 248, line up runway 23.
Line up 23, WestJet 248.
Air Canada 620, gate 136, request push and start.
Air Canada 620, push back onto lane 7, tail to the east, call for taxi.
Push lane 7, tail east, call taxi, Air Canada 620.
Center Air Canada 626, airborne, passing 1100.
Air Canada 626, thank you, you're identified, climb 7000.
Climb 7000, Air Canada 626.
Sunwing 218, turn left direct to Saver on course, you can climb flight level 230.
Take the Saver on left and climb the flight level 230.
Air Canada 510 Toronto, your number 2. Traffic is a 321 at about a mile final. The wind's 311, gust 17, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Clear to land 24 right, number 2, Air Canada 510.
Transat 610, direct Ebdal, descend 4000.
Direct Ebdal, descend 4000, 610.
Delta 137 Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240. Delta 137 Heavy Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Descend 240 when ready, Delta 137.
Center Air Canada 407 with you, flight level 300 with ATIS Hotel.
Air Canada 626, climb 7000, you're identified, and I'm going to have about 3 minutes before you're on course. Air Canada 407 Toronto, squawk code 2177.
2177, Air Canada 407.
Rouge 350 Toronto, welcome to Toronto. Right turn on Charlie 4 Delta, say parking.
Right turn, Charlie 4, Delta 4, Delta, Rouge 350, and C36.
Okay, Rouge 350 for Charlie 36, Delta, cross runway 33 right, Alpha, hold short of Alpha Kilo.
Cross 33 right, Alpha, hold short, Alpha Kilo, Rouge 350.
WestJet 248 Toronto, call me airborne, winds 290 at 12, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Go to go, 23, call airborne, WestJet 248.
Air Canada 626, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, Air Canada 626.
Delta 137 Toronto.
Delta 137, say again.
Delta 137, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Yep, descending 240 when ready, Delta 137. Should be any minute now.
Air Canada 620, request taxi.
Air Canada 620 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi lane 7, short of Alpha Lima for the moment.
Runway 23, we have information to hotel 2988, taxi lane 7, hold short of Alpha Lima, Canada 620.
KLM 1125, line up 23.
And up 23, KLM 1125.
Air Canada 407 Toronto, you're identified at 298. When ready, descend, flight level 240. Information's hotel, runway 24 right.
Flight level 240, when ready, information hotel 24 right for Air Canada 407.
Dashboard 2265, when ready, descend 8000, Ottawa, altimeter 2967.
Ready to send 8,000, Ottawa altimeter 2967, dashboard 2265.
Air Canada 626, turn left direct dead key on course, climb flight level 230.
Left direct dead key 230, Air Canada 626.
Sunwing 218, speed in the climb 290 knots or faster. KLM 1125 Toronto, call me airborne. The wind's 300 at 12, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, KLM 1125.
Air Canada 620, taxi Alpha Lima, Alpha and Hotel.
Alpha Lima, Alpha and Hotel, Air Canada 620.
WestJet 248, say altitude.
4,500, WestJet 248.
WestJet 248, thanks. Identified climb 7,000, turn left heading 210.
Left turn 210, climb 7,000, WestJet 248.
Sunwing 218 Toronto, climb flight level 370, speed 290 or faster in the climb.
370, Sunwing 218.
And Sunwing 218, confirm speed 290 or faster.
290 or faster, Sunwing 218.
Air Canada 626, above 10,000, maintain speed 290 knots.
Above 10,000, 290 knots, Air Canada 690. Correction, 626.
FedEx 247 Toronto, descend 8,000.
8,000, FedEx 247.
Transat 610 Toronto, you're descend 3,000, you're cleared the ILS runway 24 right.
Descend 3,000, cleared ILS, runway 24 right, Air Transat 610.
Air Canada 519, line up runway 23.
Line up and wait, runway 23, Air Canada 519.
Air Canada 510, clear up 24 right.
Air Canada 510, turn right on Delta, say the gate.
Right on Delta and going to any gate terminal 1, Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 510, let's see here for transport, I'm going to give you gate 165, taxi Delta Alpha Alpha Lima, cross 33 right.
Delta Alpha Alpha Lima, cross 32 right, Air Canada 510.
Air Canada 407 Toronto, descend 7,000, Toronto altimeter 298.
Descend 7,000 for Air Canada 407.
American 251 Toronto, continue climb, flight level 380.
Would you repeat that, please? American 260.
American 251 climb, flight level 380.
380, American 251.
WestJet 248, turn left direct dead key on course, climb flight level 230.
Direct dead key on course, flight level 230, WestJet 248.
WestJet 248, thanks, and speed not above 290.
Not to exceed 290, WestJet 248.
KLM 1125, say altitude.
225, climbing passing 3,000.
KLM 1125, thanks, you're identified, climb 7,000.
Climb 7,000, KLM 1125.
All right. Air Canada 519 Toronto, call me airborne. The wind's 310, 10, gust 15, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Clear for takeoff 23, we'll call you airborne, Air Canada 519.
I got way too many airplanes on the go here. Sunwing, describe. Air Canada 626 Toronto, continue climb, flight level 390.
Up to 390, Air Canada 626.
FedEx 247, if I didn't say it, just plan the ILS runway 23.
Roger, let's put the ILS 23, FedEx 247.
Oh my God.
Central KLM 1125. Am I clear to, am I radar vectors?
KLM 1125, affirm you're on radar vectors. I'm going to have to keep you on that heading for separation. I'll have a turn for you about another minute or so.
Roger that, KLM 125.
Sorry, somebody calling?
Air Canada 4565, ready for taxi.
Air Canada 4565 Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, for Air Canada 4565.
Air Canada 519, passing through 1.3 for 5.
Air Canada 519 Toronto, thanks. Identified, climb 7,000.
7,000, Air Canada 519.
KLM 1125, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180, KLM 1125.
Transat 610 Toronto, your number 1, the wind's 300 at 12, clear to land, runway 24 right.
Clear to land, runway 24 right, number 1, Air Transit 610.
And WestJet 248, make it speed 290 exactly.
We'll keep 290 WestJet 248.
Air Canada 620 Toronto, line up runway 23.
Line up runway 23, Air Canada 620.
Rouge 350, off your right on the apron, you're going to see an Air Canada bus that's just starting to move, a heavy 330. He's going to come out Alpha Kilo. After he comes out, you can go in Alpha Kilo.
Roger, I have the traffic in sight. I will go after he has passed Alpha Kilo Rouge 350.
FedEx 247, descend 6,000.
6,000, FedEx 247.
WestJet 248, continue climb, flight level 370.
Continue climb, flight level 370, WestJet 248.
KLM 1125, left turn direct Kepta on course.
Left on direct Kepta on course, KLM 1125.
KLM 1125, thank you, and climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, KLM 1125.
Air Canada 519, turn left heading 150, climb flight level 230.
Turn left 150, climb flight level 230, Air Canada 519.
So,
Toronto Control, good day. AliExpress 102, flight level 300.
AliExpress 192 Toronto, hello. Air Canada 519, speed 290 knots or less above 10,000.
Speed 290 or less above 10,000, Air Canada 519.
Sunwing 218, speed, your discretion.
Speed at my discretion, Sunwing 218.
FedEx 247, descend 4,000.
4,000, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 620 Toronto, call me airborne. The wind's 309, gust 15, clear for takeoff, runway 23.
Call you airborne, clear for takeoff 23, Air Canada 620.
Dashboard 2265, contact the Ottawa arrival now, 135.15. Good night.
Ottawa Terminal 135.15, dashboard 2265, good day.
Air Canada 519, left turn direct dead key on course.
Left turn direct dead key on course, Air Canada 519.
I got closer than I wanted it to.
AliExpress 102, ready for descent.
AliExpress 192, the city information is Ottawa, runway 26, when ready to descend, flight level 240.
When ready, descent flight level 240, AliExpress 192.
Sorry, were you calling? It's just gotten smoking busy now.
Toronto Center Delta 137 is at 240.
Delta 137 Toronto, you've actually left my airspace. You can switch to the honor of frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good night.
Frequency
What up?
change approved, Delta 137. Have a good night.
Air Canada 620 is airborne, climbing through 1,300.
Air Canada 620 Toronto, identified, climb flight level 230.
Climb level 230, Air Canada 620.
KLM 1125, continue climb flight level 330.
Continue climb flight level 330, KLM 1125.
Air Canada 519 Toronto, climb flight level 390.
Climb flight level 390, Air Canada 519.
FedEx 247, turn right heading 150, descend 3,000.
150 down to 3,000, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 214 Toronto, you're about to leave my airspace to the east. Montreal Centre is not online. Switch to the en route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have a good night.
Thank you very much, switch to en route frequency, Air Canada 214.
Air Canada 620, reaching 3,600, turn left direct, Sabre on course.
Reaching 3,600, turn left direct, Sabre on course, Air Canada 620.
Air Canada 626, speed 290 or faster.
We're currently maintaining, or 290 faster, 626.
I'll give him like double the distance he needs.
Air Canada 214, I'm sorry, but what is en route frequency?
And Air Canada 214, it's on the VATSIM network, it's 122.8.
122.8, Air Canada 214.
Toronto Center, good afternoon. Speedbird 9903, flight level 400, direct.
Speedbird 903, Toronto Center, hello, Squawk Cadet.
Good evening, Toronto Center, Air Canada 402. Have information hotel, stand 175, Toronto Pearson. Have information, oh, I already said that.
Hayden UK, howdy.
Request clearance
Oh my God, shut up! Shut up!
Montreal.
FedEx 247, turn right heading 2704, the intercept cleared, the ILS 23.
Right 270 for the intercept cleared, ILS 23, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 620, you can go direct saver now.
Yeah, return now, Air Canada 620.
Air Canada 402, Toronto, good day. You're cleared to the Montreal Trudeau Airport via the Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, flight plan route, depart runway 23, squawk 3521.
Cleared to Montreal via the Dead Key 5 Dead Key 5 departure, Miglo transition, runway 23, squawk 3521.
And Air Canada 402, that readback is all correct. The Toronto information is hotel. Call me when you're ready for pushback.
Toronto Information Hotel, call when ready for pushback, Air Canada 402.
Okay, feel like we kind of get things.
Toronto Center, wonderful good evening. Here American 1214 information, hotel room port, requesting Alpha clearance. Head of Toronto Pearson 2 bus, Logan.
American 1214, Toronto, good evening. You're cleared to the Boston Logan Airport via the Kepta 3 departure, Bumpa transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 23, squawk 2531.
Clear to Boston Logan via the Kepta 3 departure, runway 23, Bumpa transition, squawk 2531, American 1214.
American 1214, thanks. Readback is correct. Toronto information is hotel. Call me when you're ready for pushback.
Vehicle of American 1214.
Transat 610, welcome to Toronto. Continue the right turn onto Delta. Safe parking.
Continue right turn on Delta. Can we get gate Charlie 34 for Air Transat 610?
Sorry, you said Charlie 30? Just confirm you said Charlie 30? Transat 610 for gate Charlie 30, taxi Delta, Alpha Juliet, cross runway 33 right.
Delta Alpha Juliet, cross runway 33 right for Air Transat 610.
Air Canada 4565 Toronto, call me airborne. The wind's 311, clear for takeoff, runway 23. Go ahead.
Center Air Canada 626, unable to maintain 290.
Air Canada 626, speed your discretion, thank you. And that was blocked. Air Canada 465, confirm you're clear for takeoff.
Confirm, we're ready for takeoff.
Air Canada 465, you're cleared for takeoff, runway 23. Traffic is at 5 miles final.
Clear for takeoff through free traffic and final. Air Canada 4565.
FedEx 247, slow it up to final approach speed. Your number one traffic just starting the roll.
Slow the final approach, please, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 620, Toronto, climb flight level 350.
Climb level 350, Air Canada 620.
Air Canada 407, Toronto, proceed direct Abdal, descend 5,000.
Direct Abdal down to 5,000 for Air Canada 407.
WestJet 24, unable 290. What do you want for my Mach number?
WestJet 248, speed your discretion now.
248, thanks.
And Air Canada 519, same for you, speed now your discretion.
Sorry, was that for Air Canada 519?
Affirm, Air Canada 519, speed now your discretion.
Speed my discretion, Air Canada 519, thanks.
Okay.
Speedbird 9903, we're approaching our top descent, ready for lower.
Speedbird 903, Toronto, you're identified at flight level 400. Toronto information is hotel, runway 24 right when ready, descend, flight level 240.
Flight level 240, information hotel, and expect runway 24 right. That's Speedbird 9903.
American 251, Toronto, leave my airspace to the west. The Cleveland Center is not online. Switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
Air Canada 4565, climbing through 1600, sorry.
FedEx 247, Toronto, the wind's 311, gust 16, clear to land 23.
Clear land 23, FedEx 247.
Air Canada 4565, you're identified, climb flight level 230.
Climbing 230 for Air Canada 4565.
Oh my gosh.
Toronto Air Canada 560 Heavy, I for 2000 Hotel.
Air Canada 560 Heavy Toronto, good day. You're cleared to the Dallas Fort Worth Airport via the Mix at 7 departure, Gentry transition, flight plan route, depart runway 23 and squawk code 4567.
Clear to Dallas by the Mix at 7 departure, Gentry transition, runway 23 5 route, and squawk 4567 Air Canada 560 Heavy.
Air Canada 4565, turn left, direct Sabre on course.
Turning left for Air Canada 4565.
Air Canada 560, the readback is correct. Toronto information is hotel. Give me a call when you are ready for pushback.
Call for push 560 Heavy, thanks.
Toronto, hello, Aerostar, Foxtrot, Alpha Juliet, Yankee 8000, direct Tony.
Alpha Juliet, Yankee, Toronto, squawk code 4746.
Squawk 4746 for Alpha Juliet, Yankee.
Satellite, go ahead.
Toronto Sound KLM 115.
Okay, one on the ground in London. I got it. What's the ATIS there? It's Oscar. I'll just renew it. What runway are you using? Got it, thanks.
Toronto KLM 115.
And sorry, KLM 1125, stay with me.
I was just wondering, since I'm about to be out of the first place, can I step out?
KLM 1125. If you want to step out for a few minutes, you can, but stay on my frequency. I'll have a frequency change for you in about 5 minutes here.
Alright, we'll do that.
Air Canada 407, descend 4000.
4000 Air Canada 507.
All right.
Section 407.
So now I've got London ground because, and there he is.
FedEx 247, clear runway 23 on Juliet 2.
FedEx 247, thanks. Taxi Juliet to the FedEx apron. Have a good night.
Juliet to the van, FedEx 247, YouTube. Thanks for the ATC.
No worries. Got a lot of airplanes. All right, Alpha Juliet Yankee, you're identified at 8,000. Let me just find an altimeter here. And Alpha Juliet Yankee, the Peterborough altimeter is coming up 2983.
83, thank you.
Sunwing 218 Toronto, you're about to leave my airspace to the east. Montreal Centre is not online. You can switch to the on-route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
That's going to be a problem, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. Oh, my. Air Canada 407 Toronto, descend 3000 at Abdal. You're cleared the ILS, runway 24 right.
3000 at Abdul, clear ILS runway 24 right, Air Canada 407.
Air Canada 4565, climb flight level 270.
270 for Air Canada 4565.
Wow, that last hour really kind of just disintegrated into nothing here.
International Air Canada 560 Heavy, ready for push, stand 168 Alpha.
Air Canada 560 Toronto, push back onto lane 9 and call ready for taxi.
Push onto lane 9 and call ready for taxi, Air Canada 560 Heavy.
You VFR, the IFR, IFR taxi. Okay. VATSIM, please be patient. Just what I need. New to VATSIM. Speedbird 903 Heavy Toronto, descend 9,000. Toronto altimeter 2988.
Descend 9,000, altimeter 2988, Speedbird 903.
Center, Canada 626, we're going to disconnect here. Thanks a lot for the services. Have a good night.
Air Canada 626, Roger. Have yourself a good night. We'll see you next time. AliExpress 192 Toronto, descend 6,000. Toronto City altimeter 2987. It's runway 26.
Descend at say again the final altitude.
AliExpress 192, descend 6,000.
Descend 6,000, altimeter 2987, expected runway 26.
American 1214, ready for push and start.
American 1214 Toronto, push back onto lane 6, tail to the east, call for taxi.
Pushback approved, northeast on 6 Charlie, have a call you for taxi, American 1214.
All right.
And Center Canada 560 heavy rate for taxi.
Air Canada 560 Heavy, Toronto, runway 23, information hotel, altimeter 2988, taxi Delta Romeo, Delta Alpha Hotel.
Roger, 2988, 2 tree via Delta Romeo Delta Alpha Hotel, Canada 560 heavy.
Central KLM 1125, backing brakes.
KLM 1125, thank you very much. Kind of like calm down a little bit there, but boy, that was getting a little hectic. To do it all at once, it's just like, that was a little bit much. That was a little bit brain melting for a moment there. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, sounds good. And I got an arrival controller, so that's going to help take the load off. KLM 1125, contact the Boston Center now, 134.7. Good day.
134.7, good day.
And WestJet 248, same for you, Boston Center now, 134.7. Good day.
134.7, WestJet 248, thanks.
Yes, so let's see, what do we got here? You got one guy on the taxi out, Air Canada 560. Air American 1214's just on the push. And then who else have I got there? I can't remember now. If it's marked as cleared, then they're cleared anyways. I don't even know how to do that in this thing anymore. I believe so. I've lost track. It's pretty hectic.
November Sierra 120 holding short of runway 33. Departure straight out.
All right, let me just do this. So yes, just the one arrival there is already cleared for 24 right. It's price sec 24 right and 23 departures 23.
November Sierra 120 radio check.
Yeah, price sec 24 right. That's what it is. Stand by. Oh, did it? Okay, I'll climb and land over to you. Air Canada 407 Toronto. The winds are, let's see here, 315. You're clear to land runway 24 right.
Clear on runway 24 right for Air Canada 407.
Air Canada 407. Once you're clear 24 right, you can contact arrival 132.8 for taxi.
132.87 once we've arrived at Air Canada 407.
Air Canada 407 is just 132.8, 32.8.
32.8 for Air Canada 407.
American 1214, you're ready for taxi.
American 2114, contact Toronto arrival now 132.8.
132.8, see you later, American 1214.
Air Canada 560, monitor 132.8. Give them a call when you're holding short.
Roger, monitor Toronto departure on 122.8 and give a call short, Canada 560 heavy, yep.
Yep. And was that November Sierra 120 ready for takeoff?
November Sierra 120 ready to take off, holding short of runway 23.
November Sierra 120 Toronto, contact me once you're airborne. The London winds are 290 at 4. Clear for takeoff, runway 33.
Sierra 120, clear for takeoff, runway 33.
Okay. Oh my God. Now I got an arrival controller, so now I don't even have to worry about this. Here, I don't even know who's the third departure. I've got arrival, departure. He's an arrival. He's departure. I don't know who the third person is that's showing up as a departure there. I just don't know. I just don't know. AliExpress 192. You can go direct to Omtex for the localizer runway 26.
Direct. Say again, direct.
AliExpress 192 direct Omtex. Oscar Mike Tango Echo X-ray.
I don't have that waypoint.
You gotta let go of the mic or I can't do anything. All right, AliExpress 192. Go direct Vipri.
Rebix. Romeo Alpha Bravo India X-ray.
AliExpress 192 negative direct Vipri. Victor India Papa Romeo India. It's the intermediate fix for the local runway 26.
Roger, direct Vipri. Expect localizer runway 26.
November Sierra 120 is clear to runway 33.
November Sierra 120, say your altitude.
November Sierra 120 is approaching 3000.
November Sierra 120, thanks, you're identified, and say intentions.
November Sierra 120, I'm just taking a test flight right now. I'm, like I said, approaching 3000. I'm just gonna take it up for a flight.
All right, November Sierra 120 and IFR, I need to know what you're doing just so I can clear you for what you'd like to do. I see you've already made a turn. Did you want to head back for an approach? Do you want to just fly a heading for a little while? Just let me know what you need to do because I need something to work with.
November Sierra 120, I'll just fly ahead in for now.
All right, November Sierra 120, fly present heading. Vectors for the, eventually for the RNAV runway 32, and you can maintain 4,000.
November Sierra 120, vector, altitude 4000. November Sierra 120.
November Sierra 120, thanks. Let me know when you're ready to come in for the approach. AliExpress 192, descend 4,000.
Descend 4000, AliExpress 192.
Yeah, look at the push to talk, guys.
Air Canada 402, stand 175, ready for push and start, please.
Air Canada 402, contact arrival now 132.8.
Going to 132.8, thanks.
Air Canada 519 Toronto, leave my airspace to the east. Montreal still not online. Switch to the on frequency. Surveillance service terminates.
Over to Unicom for Air Canada 519. Thanks for a great job, Rob. See ya.
Take care. Whew. Yeah, that was epic. For about an hour there, that was epic. And then the other controller came on, and now it's really taking the load off. I could have used an arrival controller for the last hour. I couldn't even stop to think. Okay. Now I can breathe. Now I can think. Somebody sent me that message too. Who said that? Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. That was their Canada 5. Oh, man. That was it. It's like it just, I just need a moment to breathe there. Speedbird 903 Heavy, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Speedbird 903 Heavy.
Now it's kind of quieting down, which is good because I got to bail in like 45 minutes anyways. Still got a couple departures on the go here. But boy, that last hour was just, wow.
AliExpress 192, I got the localizer.
AliExpress 192, you can descend 3,000, correction, descend 2,000, you're cleared the localizer runway 26 approach.
Descend 2,000, clear to localizer 26 approach.
Let's see how we doing here. I'm just going to stats them now and just looking up some stats of the last hour or so, see how many airplanes got handled here. And this doesn't even really include all of them very well because, of course, it's only the Toronto arrivals departures. So let's just see here the hourly chart here. We had 9 departures and 5 arrivals in an hour, which doesn't sound like a lot. When you're doing the whole job yourself, top to bottom, it is a lot. It adds up to a lot very quickly. Lots of A321s, that's for sure. All right. AliExpress 192 Toronto. The winds are 300 at 9. You're clear to land runway 26.
Clear to land runway 26, AliExpress 192.
Air Canada 620 Toronto. You leave my airspace to the east. The Montreal Centre is not online. Switch to the on route frequency. Surveillance service terminates. Good night.
Switch to advisory, Air Canada 620. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night. Speedbird 903 Heavy. Contact Toronto arrival now. 132.8. Good night.
132.8, Speedbird 903. Thank you. Good night.
We'll get, I got a bunch of inbounds here coming slowly but surely. Release frequency went from like crazy, but like it's also like crazy how fast you go from crazy to like boring. Very, very quickly from crazy to boring because it was crazy. Now it's just boring. Now nothing is going on. Alpha Juliet Yankee, the Toronto altimeter 2988.
2988, Alpha Juliet Yankee, thank you.
Air Canada 4565 Toronto, Ottawa Information Hotel, runway 32, when ready, descend 8,000, altimeter 2967.
2993. Toronto Southern Air Canada 4565. Could you say the instructions again?
Air Canada 4565, descend 8,000 when ready. The altimeter is 2967.
Roger, when ready. Descending to 8,000 feet. Air Canada 4565.
Air Canada 4565, Ottawa Information Hotel, plan runway 32.
Runway 32 for Air Canada 4565. And hotel on board.
All right. Not much going on right now. It really kind of like, and the thing is, a lot of the stuff that was going on was on the ground, trying to keep the ground operation going as well as the airborne operation. I mean, it's, it certainly felt busier. It certainly felt busier than 13 operations in an hour. but it's one thing if you're just doing just tower. It's another when you're doing everything.
Toronto Center, radio check, WestJet 295.
Calling for the radio check, WestJet. I read you 5. AliExpress 192, welcome to Toronto City. You can turn right at the end, taxi Alpha to the apron. Have a good night.
Taxi to once again, please.
AliExpress 175, turn right at the end, taxi Alpha to the apron.
Taxi Alpha to the gate.
Brickyard 3557 gonna be 330 for 310.
Brickyard 3557, Toronto. Hello, squawk it in.
John Center, hello, Canada 929, level 190, about 2 miles from Timmels.
Air Canada 929, Toronto. Squawk code 1054.
Cater 1054, Air Canada 929.
Brickyard 3557, I didn't see the ident. Try it again, please. Air Canada 929 Heavy, you're identified descending through 186, descend 16,000, Toronto, altimeter 2988.
16,000, Air Canada 929.
Toronto Center, getting Southwest 4229, with you 3554, flow 360.
Air Canada 929 Toronto, information Kilo, runway 24 right.
24 right, we'll pick up Kilo, Air Canada 929.
And Brickyard 3557, thanks. You're identified descending through 310, descend 17,000, Toronto, information Kilo, altimeter 2988.
2988, information Kilo, descend 170, Brickyard 3557.
Southwest 4059 Toronto, flight level 360, hello.
Toronto Center, wonderful. Good evening again. Here, American 1214 with you. Flight level 195, climb to flight level 230.
American 1214 Toronto, hello again. Continue climb, flight level 350.
Continue climb flight level 350, American 1214.
Brickyard disregard.
November Sierra 120, permission to pause the sim.
November Sierra 120, that's approved. Just let me know. Just let me know when you're ready to come back in for an approach.
November Sierra 120, thank you.
And somebody's keying the mic there. If you're trying to talk, it's carrier only. Still carrier only. Still carrier only. Check the mic settings. Brickyard 3557 Toronto. Vectors for sequence turn left heading 270.
270 Brickyard 3557.
Air Canada 929 Toronto, descend 1000, Toronto altimeter 29er88.
11,000, 929.
And Brickyard 3557, what are the vectors for?
Vectors for sequencing.
Vectors for sequence at Brickyard 3557.
American 1214 Toronto, proceed direct Hank.
Confirmed direct Hank, Hotel Alpha November Kilo Kilo, American 1214.
American 1214, that's correct.
Thank you.
AliExpress 102 arrived to the gate, shutting down. Buonanotte. Thank you for your service.
AliExpress 1902, no problem. Have yourself a good night. We'll see you next time. Brickyard 3557, descend 1000, Toronto altimeter 29er88.
29er88, 1000 for Brickyard 3557.
Well, my Ottawa terminal controller left.
November Sierra 120, we can head back on in now.
November Sierra 120, Roger. Standby 1. Let me just figure this out here where you are. Because I think he's kind of in a bad spot where he's kind of like...
November Sierra 120, I am just east of London.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out where you are relative to the approach fixes. So November Sierra 120, it's the RNAV runway 33 in London. Let's see here. When you're able, you can go direct Kerpo for the RNAV Zulu runway 33.
November Sierra 120, I don't have options for a waypoint among steam gauges.
November Sierra 120, you going to be able to do the RNAV runway 33?
November Sierra 120, I'm going to be unable to do runway 33. I don't have vector waypoints, I'm on steam gauges.
All right, November Sierra 120. The winds are 260 at 7. Did you want the ILS for 15 then?
November Sierra 120, 150 will work.
All right, November Sierra 120, vectors for the ILS runway 15, turn left heading 330, descend 3000.
November Sierra 120, turn heading 330, descend and maintain 3000. November Sierra 120.
Brickyard 3557, turn right direct Ling, rejoin the arrival.
Right direct wind for the arrival Brickyard 3557.
Air Canada 929, I show you just a little above 11,000 there. Just double check the altimeter, 29er88.
Yeah, 2988, level 1000, Air Canada 929.
And that's all I can do. Air Canada 929, you can contact arrival 132.8. Good night.
Okay, 132.8, Air Canada 929. Thanks, good evening.
Air Canada 4565 Toronto, leave my airspace to the east. The Ottawa terminal is now closed. You can switch to the mandatory frequency for arrival and have yourself a good rest of the flight.
Roger, we're going back to 122.8 for Air Canada 4565. Thank you for your service. Have a good day.
And I believe the mandatory frequency in Ottawa was 118.8.
Roger, will.
Toronto Alpha Juliet Yankee.
Alpha Juliet Yankee Toronto, go ahead.
Toronto Alpha Juliet Yankee, if possible, request altitude 10,000 due to icing.
Alpha Juliet Yankee, climb 10,000.
Climb 10,000, Alpha J Yankee, thank you.
And November Sierra 120, just make sure it's a heading of 330.
November Sierra 120, 33 heading. 330 heading.
You got it. I don't need that Toronto thing anymore.
Hello, Toronto Center, Delta 4450, entering your airspace at flight level 350.
And it was just a little buffle. Was that Delta 2415?
Delta 4450, flight level 350.
Delta 4415. I don't see a flight plan filed for a Delta 4415. If you can hit refile for me, please. And Brickyard 3557. You are on course to Ling, confirm. It looks like you're just about 10 degrees too far to the left.
Yeah, Roger, I'm getting on course to Ling, Brickyard 3557.
Thank you. Delta 4415, thanks. I've got you there now. Squawk code 6711.
6711, Delta 4450.
America 1214 Heavy, contact the Boston Center now, 134.7. G'day.
Boston Center 134.7, American 1214 Heavy. Thank you much, and have a nice evening.
Good night. And Delta 4415. Just want to make sure you got the right code in there. It should be 6711.
Delta 4415.
Delta 4415. Thanks, I got you now. You're identified flight level 350. Welcome. Brickyard 3557. Contact arrival now, 132.8. G'day.
132.8, Brickyard 3557. Yep.
November Sierra 120 Toronto. I still show you on a heading of about 150. You're going completely the opposite direction. I need you to get to the localizer there.
November Sierra 120, yeah, my bad.
All right. Well, it definitely got a lot quieter. It was nice and busy for a while. Oh my God, I've been sitting in this chair too long. I need to get up shortly. I was going to go for the next half hour. I might even...
November Sierra 120, I'm heading 330.
That was November Sierra 120. Yeah, I got you. You look pretty good now. You got yourself pretty far away from London there, so be about 5-6 minutes on that heading, and then I'll turn you inbound for the ILS.
Thank you.
Oh, I thought I had Leonidas up. Uh, my wife just sent me a meme, and it's pretty accurate. I don't know if it's going to come across at all on this, but the easiest thing is just to hold it up to the camera if it'll detect it. Yeah, kind of. It's all it says is people who work in aviation, and all this. What day? What day is it? Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Because that's it. Like when you work in aviation, it's a 7 day a week industry with seemingly random schedules for most people in the industry. So like, yeah, you never know what day it is. I almost never know what day. I have to look at the calendar every day to figure out what day it is because it's just that hectic. Like your life is.
November Sierra 120, I was confused. I didn't see any controllers at London, so I thought I was going to CYTZ.
Yeah, it's a top-down system on VATSIM. So if there's a higher controller above the position that would be at, like for London, if there's a Toronto Center controller, then the Toronto Center will inherit control of London if there's no other controller online at London.
Awesome, thank you.
No worries. American 214. I swear American 214 just left. No, that was 251. I swear there was an American 214 here earlier in the day. There's been a lot of Americans today. Alpha Juliet Yankee, the Waterloo altimeter 29902.
392, Alpha Juliet Yankee, thank you.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Like I never know what day it is most of the time. Like I have to look at a calendar or I have to ask somebody what day it is. It's even worse when there's holidays involved because the only hint that it's a holiday is usually when I'm driving to work and I'm like, why is the traffic so good? Why is there
Good
nobody out
day. American 214, descending to flight level 320, inbound Boise, 9 miles from me, sorry, 90 miles from me, with confirmation kilo.
American 214 Toronto, good afternoon. Okay, it's routing, it's through. I think I'm not going to do much anyway, so it's fine. November Sierra 120, turn left heading 310. See if I can tighten this up a little bit for you.
November Sierra 120, you said 340?
310.
November Sierra 120, heading 310. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, it definitely got a little more boring when I lost the arrival. Like, and this is what en route can be interesting, but it's fun to kind of control like a wide variety of positions. But like, given the choice, I almost always prefer the lower positions because I feel like it's more realistic, anyways. If you're going to split the workload, and it not only more realistic, but just more interesting stuff happens usually down low. Once you get up in the air, there's usually a few conflicts to resolve, but there's usually not enough density on this network to really make en route controlling all that interesting in and of itself. When you're doing top down, you're controlling airports and everything else, then okay, it becomes a little more interesting. But yeah, that's my general impression is that en route controlling is not as interesting as doing local controlling the ground, controlling the tower, controlling even the arrival position. Like in all honesty, arrival is probably my favorite position, followed by, and again, it depends. It really does kind of depend. I think arrival is my favorite position. Yeah, it depends on kind of how you're looking at it though too. Like I like center because I like the variety it gives you and the ability to do everything and provide a high level of service to a lot of people. But yeah, if I had to pick a single individual position that I really like is arrival, I do like center a lot, but I also like tower a lot, especially if you're running the whole airport, because that's realistic. There are tower controllers that will run an entire airport, and at night there's often one guy, even in Toronto, running the whole airport. So there is a level of realism to that that is not really matched necessarily in other positions. I really need to just draw this here. See if I can draw this final approach course to the London ILS 15. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Now that gives me something to aim for. November Sierra 120, descend 3000.
November Sierra 120, descend and maintain 3000.
Still got a couple of inbounds. This guy's turning final and auto, but I'm assuming that this is this guy here. Got a 918. We got a few arrivals still going on here. We got another arrival here. We got a jazz flight here. We got some stuff happening here.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 918, currently at flight level 360.
Air Canada 918, Toronto, good evening. Squawk code 7420.
Squawk code 7420, Air Canada 918.
Air Canada 918, Toronto, thanks. You're identified flight level 360. Toronto information is Kilo, planned runway 23.
Roger that. We've got Kilo on board. We'll plan for runway 23, Air Canada 918.
November Sierra 120, turn left, heading 240.
November Sierra 120, turn left, heading 040.
November Sierra 120, negative, turn left, heading 240.
November Sierra 120, turn left, heading 240.
American 214, Toronto, descend 17,000, Toronto altimeter 29er, 89er.
Descend to flight level 17,000, and correction now, flight level 170, and Toronto altimeter 29er, 89er, approaching 214.
Air Canada 918, Toronto, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Air Canada 918.
Delta 4415, Toronto, traffic, you're 12 o'clock for about 25 miles, opposite direction, 737 at 360. Southwest 4059, Toronto, traffic, you're 12 o'clock for about 25 miles, opposite direction is a 737 at 350.
We're looking for the traffic status. What do you turn on?
November Sierra 120, turn left heading 180 for the intercept, cleared ILS runway 15.
November Sierra 120, turn left, heading 010.
November Sierra 120, left turn heading 180, cleared the ILS 15.
November Sierra 120, turn left, heading 180 for ILS. November Sierra 120.
Delta 4415, Toronto, traffic, you're 12 o'clock now for about 10 miles, opposite direction, 737 at flight level 360. Delta 4415, Toronto.
And Southwest 4029, traffic inside.
Delta 4415, thanks.
Toronto Alpha Juliet Yankee, could we divert direct to London?
Alpha Juliet Yankee, you're recleared. You're recleared to the London airport via radar vectors. Descend 4,000, fly present heading.
Present heading and down 4,000 Alpha Juliet Yankee. Thanks very much.
And Alpha.
Remember Sierra 120 on long final for runway 15.
And Alpha Juliet Yankee, London airport information. For some reason it didn't come up here. Should be Quebec. Runway 33 via the RNAV. You okay with the RNAV?
Can we just take a visual?
Alpha Juliet Yankee, that shouldn't be a problem. You can proceed direct the field. Report it in sight.
Victor Field will report in sight. Alpha Juliet Yankee.
November Sierra 120 Toronto. Let's see here. The London winds 300 at 2. You're clear to land, runway 15.
Number Sierra 120, clear to land 115.
Toronto Center, hello, Jazz 695, level 300, inbound Woozy.
Jazz 695, Toronto, hello. All right, well, we time to wrap things up probably in about 10 to 15 minutes or so. We'll have to wait for a good kind of moment here where there's a bit of a lull in the traffic. Also, my throat is telling me that it's almost time to stop talking. Yeah, not much going on in Toronto right now. What do we got? 2 departures, 2 arrivals, 2 flight plans. It's not busy, so this might be an okay time to start heading out soon. Surprised Montreal didn't come online because it's Moncton Mondays.
Toronto Center, good evening. Dashboard 212 with information Papa. Looking for clearance to Ottawa, please.
Dashboard 212 Toronto, hello. You're cleared to Ottawa via the Beaumont 7 departure. MyVOC transition, flight plan route. Depart runway 26, squawk 4540.
Thank you for clearing on the Beaumont 7 departure. Market transition, flight plan route, squawk 4540 for dashboard 212. Thanks.
Dashboard 212, thanks. That readback is all correct. Toronto information, city information is Papa. Call me ready for taxi.
We'll call for taxi. Thanks, Mr. Joel.
November Sierra 120, welcome back to London. Taxi Alpha and golf to the apron, your choice.
Sierra 120, thank you. Taxi via Golf to Alpha.
Alpha Juliet Victor Toronto, descend 3,000.
Is that for Alpha Juliet Yankee?
Sorry, Alpha Juliet Yankee affirm, descend 3,000.
Descend 3,000 and we have fuel in sight.
American 214 traffic, 12 o'clock for about 8 miles is a non-transponder target with no altitude readout. Just keep an eye out.
Roger, I don't see any aircraft in my visual and my FMC, so sorry, MFD, and we'll check out that later.
Alpha Juliet Yankee, you're cleared London Airport, visual approach, runway 33.
Cleared visual approach runway, confirm 27 for London.
And Alpha Juliet Yankee, right now it's runway 33. The winds actually just went to calm. You can have 27 if you like.
Sure, yeah, we'll take 27, command, thank you.
Alpha Juliet Yankee, you're cleared visual approach, runway 27, report turning final.
Clear visual 27 or report during final Alpha Julia Yankee.
American 214 Heavy Toronto. It's information Kilo in Toronto. Runway 24 right, descend 1000, altimeter 29er, 89er.
Can you repeat the altitude, please, for American 214? Thank you.
American 214, descend 1000.
Descent flight level 110, expect runway 24 right for arrival and altimeter 29 or 89er, American 214.
American 214 negative, it's descend 11,000. Flight levels do not go down to that low in North America.
Alright, descent to 11,000, American 214, sorry about that.
Thank you. Air Canada 918 Toronto, descend 7,000, Toronto altimeter 29er, 89er.
Descending down to 7,000, 29er, 89er, Air Canada 918.
It's amazing how much of my focus is in this one area. I have 9% of my time is focused in this one area. I've got this whole other area up north where nothing happens. I don't even bother looking at it most of the time because 95% of the traffic is up here. Oh my gosh. Too long sitting in this chair now. It was fun though. I haven't had a good long session like this in a while, so it's good fun.
Toronto Center, Air Canada 940 with you, Director Regis, climbing through 7,500 for 15.
Air Canada 940 Toronto, hello. Climb flight level 230, go direct Mickey.
Flight level 230, direct Mickey for Air Canada 940.
Jazz 695 Toronto, descend 17,000, Toronto altimeter 29er, 89er.
29er, 8,000, sorry, oh my god, 29er, 89er, 17,000, Jazz 695, not my day.
If not saying the right words is the worst thing that happens today in aviation, that's not a bad thing. In the grand scheme of things that can go wrong in aviation. Okay. We are getting down there. How's that departure load looking in Toronto? I know the arrival load's not high. How's the departure load looking? Because that just will help determine whether we just do like an early handoff here, an early transition. He's got 5 departures now. Now it's starting to get a little more hectic. And I'm about to hand him an airplane as well. But I'm also going to turf like 3 airplanes, 1 airplane to Unicom, 2 airplanes to Unicom in the next 5 minutes here. A lander is going to be almost nothing left in a few minutes here, just a couple of arrivals. So.
Toronto Alpha Julia Yankees turning final 27.
Alpha Juliet Yankee Toronto, the winds are calm. You're clear to land, runway 27.
Clear to land 27, thank you, Alpha Julia Yankee.
American 214 Heavy, contact arrival now, 132.8. Good day.
132.8, American 214. Thanks for ATC. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
American 214, I just want to make sure you got the frequency correct. 32.8.
Air from 132.8, American 214.
Perfect, thank you. Sounded like you said 22.8. It said it so quickly. Jazz 695 Toronto. Traffic was just there a second ago and disappeared on me. It was about your 11:30 for about 10 to 15 miles, was indicating 16,000. He was there for a couple seconds. I didn't see where he went.
Yeah, I was seeing his lights for a second, and he just disappeared for me too.
Okay, let's just keep an eye out for him.
Roger, thank you.
Center dashboard 212 ready for taxi 26.
Dashboard 212 Toronto, runway 26. Information is Papa at the island, and altimeter is 2988. Taxi to apron, your discretion. Charlie Delta, advise ready.
Information Papa 2988. We'll take Charlie Delta when ready. Dashboard 212. Thanks.
Toronto, good day. That's Charming Cargo 22 Foxtrot flight level 320 inbound lead attack.
German Cargo 22 Foxtrot Toronto. Hello, Squawk 3107.
Squawk 3107, German Cargo 22 Foxtrot.
Yeah, if you want to take over, then anytime in the next 10 minutes that's convenient for you works for me. Okay, fair enough. German Cargo 22 Foxtrot Heavy, thanks. You identified flight level 320, the Toronto Information Kilo, runway 23.
Information Kilo expecting 23, German Cargo 22 Foxtrot.
Weird to be running duels. I said weird to be running duels. I actually assigned people landing on 2-3. Feels weird. I've been mixing it up a little bit, just for the fun of it. One day we'll run a triple. It'll be crazy. Yeah, and it does a nice job of kind of splitting up the load. This way it should run, and it's only because Toronto's been short-staffed since pre-COVID that it doesn't run that way every day. Yeah, they don't need it all the time, but they need it from that like 3 to 6 window in the evening and the 6:30 to like 9 in the mornings. Air Canada 940 Toronto, you leave my airspace to the south. No further ATCs available. You can switch on over frequency. Have yourself a good day. I was not.
Switch over to advisory frequency. Thanks for the ATC, Air Canada 940. Take care.
Toronto Center dashboard 212 ready to go at 26.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like the old days again. Dashboard 212 Toronto. Contact me once you're airborne. The city winds 290, 12 gust 20. Clear for takeoff, runway 26.
We'll call you airborne. We're clear for takeoff 26, dashboard 212.
German Cargo 22 Foxtrot, when ready to descend, flight level 240. Reserve life, man. You never know when I'm going to fly. For example, you'll never guess what time I'm... What's that? Oh, yeah. No, every single month. You'll never guess what time I'm flying today, or tomorrow, I guess.
We have Toronto Alpha Julie Yankee. We just vacate off Golf for taxi 51.
And Alpha Julie Yankee. You said apron 1?
Yes, sir.
Taxi Golf and Alpha. Have a good day.
Golf Alpha. Correction, you mean Bravo?
For apron... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong apron. Golf Bravo. My apologies.
No problem. Thank you very much for that today, Alpha Julie Yankee. We'll see you.
Take care. Delta 4415, contact the Boston Center now, 134.7. G'day. Delta 4415, Toronto. Jazz 695, Toronto, descend 1000, Toronto altimeter 2989er.
2989er, 1000, Jazz 695.
Southwest 4059, Toronto, you leave my airspace to the west. Minneapolis is not online. Switch to the on frequency. Surveillance is terminated.
Order advisory, thanks to service address 129.
German Cargo 22 Foxtrot Toronto, when ready, descend, flight level 240.
Right descending flight level 240, German cargo 2 Foxtrot.
Attention all aircraft on frequency. Toronto Center will be closing in 5 minutes.
Dashboard 212 airborne, passing 1900.
Dashboard 212 Toronto. Just make sure you got the squawk code there, 4540. Delta 4415 Toronto.
Center dashboard 212 should be squawking 4540 for you now.
And dashport, just waiting to see it come in here. Dashport 212, turn left heading 150 and climb 1000.
150 and 1000, dashboard 212.
And actually, dashport 212, correction, climb 7000.
7000 for 212.
Dashboard 212. Still not showing the code. It should be 4540.
Roger, I'll correct it in a moment. Dashboard 212.
Roger. All right, so Delta 4415 Toronto.
Delta 4415, go ahead.
Delta 4415, there you are. I've been trying to call you for a couple minutes here. Boston is now ready for you on 134.7. Have a good night.
134.7, Delta 4415, see ya.
Okay, sounds good. Dashport 212. You can turn left all the way direct TSUC on course.
TSUC on course, thanks. Dashboard 212.
All right, you don't want the guy inbound from the east then? I guess you don't care if I give him a direct to Calvi then either. Air Canada 918, proceed direct Calvi.
Direct Calvi, Air Canada 918.
And German Cargo 22 Foxtrot. Need you to squawk a new code 6500.
Squawking 6500, German cargo 2 Fox.
Jazz 695. Yeah, you went past Woolsey there without making the turn for some reason. Turn right direct Ling, rejoin the arrival.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that happened either. I'm trying to figure that out. Direct Lang, Jazz 695.
No worries. German Cargo 22 Foxtrot Toronto. When continue to send 8,000. The Toronto altimeter is 29er 89er.
Sending altitude 8,000 feet, altimeter 2989 at German cargo 22 Fox.
Dashport 212 Toronto. Continue climb, flight level 230.
Continue climb 230, dashboard 212.
Just a quick question. Did you assign most of your departures 23? Or are you most of them 248? Okay, cool. Just curious if it's going to provide some information to these guys before I turf them. Fair enough. We'll see what happens. If there's one thing you can give me, it's a squawk, man. All right. Have a good night. All right. Dashport 212, Toronto. I'm going to be closing now. You can switch to the en route frequency. Your surveillance service terminates. Have yourself a good night.
Thank you. On route frequency, dashboard 212. See ya.
Take care. Jazz 695, Toronto. Toronto's arrival's also closed now. Looks like you're going to probably be number 2 to the field here, but number 1 for 2-4 right. You can switch to the mandatory frequency whenever you're ready, and have yourself a good night. We'll talk next time.
Well, okay. Thank you very much for the service. Good night. You enjoy your night as well. What did you say before?
Right now, you're number 1 for 2-4 right. A couple of other rivals have been assigned runway 2-3. I'm not sure how the departures on the ground are working out, but you can work with them on the mandatory 18-7.
All right, we'll try Jazz 695. Thanks for the job. Good night, see ya.
Good night. Air Canada 918, Toronto, logging off now. Arrivals closed as well. So arrivals your discretion. You can switch to the mandatory 118.7. You are number 1 on the approach for runway 23.
Roger that. We'll go over to CTAF 1187, Air Canada 918. Thank you very much for everything, and go Jays go.
Go Jays go. And German Cargo 22 Foxtrot Heavy, same for you. I'm closing now. You can switch to, you're a little bit far out, so you can switch to the en route frequency for now. Mandatory is 118.7 when you get closer to Toronto. Right now, you're number 2 for runway 23, but the other traffic is 60 miles ahead.
Thank you, German Cargo 22 Foxtrot. So next frequency will be 118.7 for arrival, and from now on, have a good night and greetings from Germany. Bye-bye.
Not a problem. Have yourself a good night. And yeah, it's 118.7 is the mandatory, the CTAF for Toronto. You're a little bit far out now, but that'll be the one you need when you get a little closer.
Thank you so much.
If I missed anybody, Toronto Center is now closed. You can all switch to the Unicoms or mandatories and have yourselves a great night. All right, and I'm done. Thank you, guys. Jack, 8 for Ed. Hey, it's Jack. How's CE going? It was going good, but gotta close. I gotta go to bed. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Sorry I didn't see the comments. It was getting kind of busy there for a little bit there, and yeah, there was nobody commenting for a while, so I stopped kind of looking. It's also in the very far corner of the screen, which is kind of annoying. I like it when it's in the closer corner and it's very far away. But anyways, yeah, I gotta head out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a good night, and we will see you guys out there on the VATSIM skies very soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening.